Yo! What is good, Sixer Nation? Philly Take Nation. Welcome on into another edition of the Sixers Game Day Live Show. Here on a special Black Friday edition. Sixers trying to fight through the adversity, trying to bounce back after their worst loss of the season. Speaking of worst loss, that's all the Brooklyn Nets know how to do. They've won 3 games on the year. They are winless at home. But the 76ers are trying to avoid falling to 500. Once again, they will be down a certain amount of players, but can they get a much-needed bounce-back win? In a way, it almost feels like they need this. If the Sixers were to ever lose this game, talk about going off the rails. Talk about the wheels falling off. It's an NBA Cup group play game. 4th and final one. Can the Sixers get a W? We'll talk about it all right here on the Sixers Game Day Live Show. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Couple rules as we start off this show. First one is typical, common. You guys know what to do, man. Like the show. Get us to 1,000. Honestly, get us to 1,000,000 likes. Second rule for tonight only. No talking about football in the chat. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. I'm sure we'll be ranting tonight because, boy, I am still frustrated with the 76ers. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everybody ate some good food. I'm still eating the leftovers, man. Gotta love the leftovers. But yeah, it's been a long day. Just got done doing some coverage over on the Eagle Show. Shout out A to Z Philly. Go subscribe to the Eagle Show. We're not talking about that. We're not bringing it up. So before I even look at the chat, because I know there's probably people already in there talking about it, don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, man, welcome on in officially to the Black Friday 76ers Game Day Live Show. I feel like it maybe is the first time we've ever been live on Black Friday, but it is the Sixers Game Day Live Show officially presented by our friends at National University, powered as always by the Sleeper app. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from, and welcome into the show. We have the 9-8 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 3-14 Brooklyn Nets, who are 0-8 at home. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day Live Show. We give you pregame, live game, postgame coverage with our staple play-by-play and reactions and analysis as it all goes down. Read out your comments in real time, take your phone calls after the game, join the Discord, support us on all of our social medias, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. All of our handles down below. And make sure you like this show. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, do all that good stuff. Keep us in the algorithm and help us hit a couple of our hype points by engaging in the chat. Last but not least, man, shout out to the channel members. Let's see all those emojis in the chat. I'll shout you guys out throughout the show. And that's really all I got, man. Let's get into the pregame show. Not much to say here on this game. All right, this is one of those games during the season where you are going up against a team of G Leaguers. And I'll be honest, man, the Sixers beat the Nets, what was it, like a month ago at this point? The last time they went up against the Nets, they had even more weapons than they do now. We look at the injury reports in this game. For the Brooklyn Nets, they will be without Cam Thomas. He is out with a hamstring strain. Their second best player, Michael Porter Jr., is also out with lower back tightness. First-round pick Ben Seraph was questionable. He is going to be good to go. Danny Wolf, their other first-round pick, good to go. Remember, they have 5 first-round picks, and none of them can even crack the starting 5. Nolan Traore, out in the G League. Haywood Highsmith is out. But nonetheless, the 3-win Nets are without their 2 best players, Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. As for the 76ers, the usual, Joel Embiid out for his 9th consecutive game with right knee soreness. I'm not even going to read you the answers from Nick Nurse because I feel like they're all just, they're all just filler at this point. Nobody really knows what's going on. They won't be truthful with us. So I have no clue. Paul George was questionable with his ankle sprain. He missed the last game. He is back and good to go. Paul George is in the starting 5 tonight. Adem Bono is probable. It seems like he's going to play. VJ Edgecombe misses his his 3rd straight game with a left calf injury. So VJ Edgecombe is out tonight. Joel Embiid is out tonight. Kelly Oubre remains out with his left knee injury. And Trendon Watford, who got hurt last game, is also out with an adductor strain. He will be reevaluated in a couple weeks. So now the Sixers will have to deal with him being out as well. Tyrese Maxey continuing to play through his injury. Edwards got hurt last game, came back in. Nonetheless, the Sixers are banged up. And, I ranted last game. I also dropped a video 2 days ago. So if you haven't checked out the last video I dropped and you want to hear my rant about the Sixers injuries, definitely go do that. But yeah, man, this is like, when I look at this game, I don't really have much to say. Here, the Nets are just such a bad team. But right now, the Sixers are too. That last game from the Sixers, I know a lot of people probably were not tuned in on Tuesday night. But the Sixers got blasted by 41 points. It was their least competitive game of the year by far. Like, they had only had 2 other games where they weren't really, in it. But that, by far, was the worst I've ever seen. And again, they put so much pressure on the guys that are playing because nobody else plays games. And I'm getting sick of it at this point. But anyway, we have to do what we have to do. And the Sixers have to keep playing games. So the Sixers right now are sitting in the middle of the NBA, 15th in offensive rating. The Brooklyn Nets are 25th. On the flip side, the 76ers are 19th now in defensive rating. Nets are at 29th. So the Nets can't shoot. They can't defend. They can't rebound. They can't do anything. They are in full tankathon mode already. Think about how crazy that is, man. The Brooklyn Nets had 5 first-round picks this year. They decided to keep all of them. And they still can't even start any of them because they're not that good. And the Nets are still in tankathon mode immediately out of the gate. The Brooklyn Nets are in tankathon mode right out of the gate, which is crazy. 3-14. Anyway, what else do I have on this game? I'm sorry, y'all. My mood is kind of like, and again, I try to do my best every game. I try to just give you the best coverage, try to give you the best analysis. But as you guys know, I also cover another team here in Philadelphia. And I'm ticked off. I am pissed off right now. And then the Sixers don't have their guys playing games. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about this game. We're going to try to predict what will happen tonight. The Sixers are 0-3 in group play. I don't know what the Nets are. I'm guessing they're also 0-3. But the Sixers have lost 8 out of their last 13 games since they were 4-0. They have lost their last 2. Last game was by far their worst performance of the season. They gave up 86 in the first half. They gave up 144. And now they're in Brooklyn with a team that has essentially no fan base, taking on the Nets on a Friday night. Then it'll be the Hawks on Sunday and the Wizards on Tuesday. So the 76ers have a chance here to get a couple wins and get back in the mix. They have to. They literally have to right now. There's no other choice. If the Sixers somehow find a way to lose this game tonight, man, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. They can't lose this, right? They can't lose this game. I don't know, man. Anyway, let me try to get out of my feels, man. Shout out to the best community in the world. We have, let's see, 100 people in the chat. Haven't even looked at the chat yet, but we should be at 100 likes. I feel like the chat's been slacking the last couple games. I know a lot of the casuals are dipping off, but for my diehards, man, I need y'all to smash the thumbs up button so that we can push this through the Google algorithm, get this in front of more NBA fans, and continue to have a great season. That is the goal. So I need everybody to smash the thumbs up button, and we will get to the chat and all of our predictions and all that good stuff. But before we do that, a shout out to our great partner of this show, and that is Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, are you sleeping on Sleeper? I hope not, because Sleeper is your one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can chat on games in real time. You can get the latest news right at your fingertips. You can even play fantasy, but the best part is Sleeper's picks. You can choose anywhere from 2 to 8 of your favorite players, pregame, live game, or across sports. It could be whoever in any sport at any time going on. And all you have to do is pick the overs or the unders. It's like a game within a game. It's fun. You get to make entries in less than 30 seconds. $1 minimum entry. It's that easy. And on Sleeper, you can get up to 1,000 times your payout if your picks win. Use the promo code PhillyTake right now and get a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. And right now, Sleeper is also offering a $20 free promo. No deposit required. Shout out to Big Sleeper. Last game, we were 0 for 3. So we're going to have to do a lot better tonight. Let's go ahead and pull up our picks. And let's see if we can actually do something in this game. Because so far, I mean, these last couple games, I haven't been on it. Let's see. What are we thinking today? Jared McCain should see an uptick in minutes. Andre Drummond, double-double. Drummond did not play well last game. He played well 2 games ago, but he was out-physicaled last game. He was in foul trouble. He tried to fight somebody. Yeah, Andre Drummond tried to fight somebody at the top of the perimeter. I'm not even joking. Nick Claxton is probably going to be aggressive tonight. I don't think he's that good. Should I go with Paul George first quarter points? How about that? That's an interesting one we haven't tried. Let's go PG out of the gate with over 4.5. And then we will go with, let's see, rebounds. Claxton 8.5. I think he'll hit that. We'll go Claxton 8.5 rebounds. And I feel like we haven't hit the points in a while. Let's go ahead and go with a Maxey 30.5 over. Those will be my 3 picks for the game. We'll take Maxey, Claxton, and PG. Easy as that. Use the code PhillyTake. Once again, get a 100% deposit match. Shout out to Big Sleeper. Don't sleep on Sleeper. Go get your free $20 entry right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our score predictions. Last game, I told myself that I should have picked the Magic. Then I went ahead and picked the Sixers. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are your final score predictions in this game? What is your leading scorer prediction? Who's going to lead the game in points? How many will they have? And who is going to win this basketball game? Just an exciting, thrilling matchup on a Friday night between the 76ers, who are 9-8, and the 3-win Brooklyn Nets. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to pick the obvious here, and I'm going to take the Sixers to win this game by 20. Now, maybe I am crazy, and maybe they win by 4. But watching the Brooklyn Nets a few times, and the Sixers beat them earlier in the year, they're just so bad. They're so bad. Joel Embiid didn't even play against the Nets, I don't think, the first time. Sixers should win this game by 1 million. I'm going to take the Sixers 116-95, 21-point win. And I think Maxey bounces back and has a couple days of rest, maybe a nice Thanksgiving meal under his belt. And I think Tyrese Maxey drops a nice 37-piece tonight and has a nice bounce back. So give me Maxey 37. Sixers win it 116-95. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your final predictions in the chat? Let's go to the chat. I apologize for Not reading out the members in here. We got Jordan E in the chat, aka Jor Evans. The names have changed. Shout out Jor Evans. Shout out Busy B in the chat. A lot of those gifted memberships are running up too, man. If y'all want to rejoin the memberships, get your comments highlighted, get the cool emojis, and get yourself shouted out, hit the join button down below. Couple bucks a month, and you get to support me as a creator, and you get to support these live streams, and you get a bunch of cool exclusive perks. Also, all the channel members right now on the shop can go check out some of the merch, man. Get some of the discounted merch for Black Friday. We have Banj, Fire Take MVP in the chat. Marsha, what's going on? Says 120 to 100. Philly Meme says 134, 121. Maxi with 40. What else we got? Sixers 0-2 without VJ, says Byronic. Busy B says 112, 87 Sixers. Even more pure Philly pain says 129, 102. Maxi 32. Rick Bennett, member for 61 months. Rick, let's go. Shout out to Rick. Rick Bennett, the ultimate Philly Take OG. What's up, my guy Rick? Thanks for being here, man. Moving says 189 to 177. Dino says Sixers 116 to 89. I want to see Igor Demon and Drake Powell on the Nets. I don't know what that means, but yeah, the Nets drafted a bunch of guys and none of them barely play. The Nets are just a disgrace. If they are so bad, he may not need to score 37. I didn't say he needs to score 37. I predicted that he's going to score 37. And look, I'm not saying this is going to be easy through the first half or first three quarters. We know the Sixers do not play third quarters. They are the worst third quarter team in the NBA. And we also know that Joel Embiid is out and Kelly Oubre's out. Trendon Watford's out. So the starting five tonight will be Maxey, Grimes, PG, Barlow, and Drummond. For the Nets, it'll be Igor Demon, Terrence Mann, Zaire Williams, Noah Clowney, and Nicholas Claxton. This is one of the only other games where it was actually pretty easy earlier in the year because the Nets are so bad. Let's see. What else? Philly by 25, 108, 103. Sixers, Maxey with 33, 125 to 120, says Rick Bennett. Smiley says, hit the like. Let's go. We're at 50 likes, man. I don't even have the energy tonight, man. I need y'all to get this to 100 likes, man. Jor Evans says this game is going to be bad as heck. Call it an early night for Maxey if Sixers win by 21. That's where we're at. 119, 103. Sixers is Cool J. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to drop that beat. Let's try to get some energy going, man. I'm trying to get my mojo back. We'll talk about it, man. Let's go. Hold on. Drop the beat, man. Drop the beat. Any day with the Sixers community is a great day. Any day with the Philly Take community, man. Best in the world. Let's go. It's the Game Day Live Show with your boy RB. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right on cue. Let's go. I need y'all to fire me up, man. We're on the road to 50K. Let's get it, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Shout out to the chat. Like I said, best community in the world. I'll put it up against anybody. We do this every single game, 4.5 hours of dedicated coverage. There's nobody doing it like this. Pre-game, live game, post-game, all combined into the same show. You put your device on, you sit back, you relax, you have fun. Simple as that. It's like watching the game with a bunch of the other fans in a virtual room, being able to talk to the announcer, getting all the live stats, and a whole bunch more. So shout out to the chat. A lot of good things on the way. Hopefully the Sixers can bounce back. But shout out to the community. We have a $10 super chat from my boy Rick Bennett, the OG. Rick! Let's go, man. Shout out to Rick Bennett. He says, hope all is well, RB. Listen, man, overall things are pretty good. I'm not in the best mood after the game that came before this one. As you guys know, I cover another team in this city. Shout out A to Z Philly. Go check that out. But that game has me very ticked off. But other than that, things are fine, man. Shout out Rick Bennett. $2 super chat. Neil of Taylor 44 says, after that Eagles game, need a dub at least. Well, you said it, not me. Yeah, I'm not talking any more football in the chat, man. I'm pissed off at the Eagles. And yeah. 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 Anyway, man, Sixers can't seem to win NBA group play games. That's the only thing that concerns me. I don't know why they just turn into the worst team ever during group play, but the Brooklyn Nets are the worst team ever. Like, the Nets actually have no hope. So that's all I'll say about the Nets. That's all I'll say. The Nets had 5 first-round picks, and they are still terrible. Soon as the tip-off comes, soon as the tip-off happens, the energy will come. I need the energy to come from the chat. Like, we have 130 people in here and only 60 likes. Like, y'all are slacking. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be reading the chat as much, man, especially if we're not getting that energy. You know, I need that boost. It's like a kick of caffeine. It's been a day, man. I need the chat to keep me going. Shout out to the members, man. Shout out Daniel San. A like sports 123 says, let's go. Daniel says, I'm not watching. Damn, man. Dang, we got some fraudulent behavior in this chat. Y'all are dipping already? Already? Hey, appreciate you stopping by the chat, though, man. At least hit the thumbs up on your way out. At least hit the thumbs up on your way out. Van says, I actually think the Sixers are going to lose. Well, that's wonderful. I can't pick the Sixers to lose to the Brooklyn Nets, but if they do, I don't know what will happen. I don't know what will happen. Don Boyle, what's going on, bro? He says, Eagles piss me off. Sixers have to win to ease my pain. Flyers did half so far. Yeah, I don't even feel like I have the energy to rant in me right now. Ay, man. Chad, how are we feeling, man? How are we feeling? Somebody talk to me, man. How are you guys doing? How you guys doing, man? Make sure you follow all of our social medias, man. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We're growing everywhere. Things are good, man. See, the problem with me is, like, I'm not like your typical reporter. Like, you guys may read someone's post-game article or listen to their post-game whatever. Like, a lot of reporters are not even fans of the team. That's like the up and down side of being a content creator. It's like you have to cover the team. You have to talk about them. But when they inflict pain in you, it's just a different type of, like, it's hard to separate the fan from the creator / analyst, you know? Like, I don't know about y'all, man. Maybe some of you guys have been to other sports cities, and I know people in other sports towns. But Philly's different, man. Like, let's say the Eagles, Sixers, and Phillies all lose a tough game. Like, people will go into work on Monday pissed off. Like, it resonates. It lingers. It doesn't just go away. You go out to the west side of whatever state where they don't really pay attention to their sports teams, you know, and it's like, all right, well, Monday morning rolls around. Nobody really cares anymore. It's not how it is here, man. That's not how it is here. So there's a couple sports towns that are like that. Philly being one, of course. But this is why I need the Sixers to bounce back. So we'll see. We'll see. Even says, I'm very eager for a Sixers win tonight, sparking a win streak. I'm already seeing the Ben Simmons names in the chat. Guys, please do not do this, bro. I'm not even entertaining the Ben conversation. Not happening. Not happening. Jor Evans says, I'm flying high in the chat. Vic says, I'm a Heat fan lurking. Hey, it's all good, man. We welcome everybody in this community, man. You don't have to be a Sixers fan. We welcome all NBA fans. So thank you for being here and being a part of it. We need 20 more likes. Get us to 100 likes. Get us to 100 likes. Guys, we need 20 more. I'm trying to wake up the neighbors. I'm trying to sound the siren. I'm trying to get my mojo back. Mods, drop my Eagles link in the chat if you're in here. So that way people can check out my Eagles stuff. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to record a full post-game video. And I have a lot to say about them. But we'll keep them to the side for now. We have to compartmentalize, as they say. And I'll be completely honest with you guys, man. This is just me talking to you, which I always do. But this is like, it's like brother to brother or brother to sister. You know what I mean? The Sixers are in a very precarious situation right now. This is going to show me once again who the diehards are. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Like last year, I understand people were not watching the Sixers because they were lying and they were just very like, they were just so frustrating and like they didn't make any sense. They didn't make any sense. So the people that are still in this chat engaging and commenting, like, I really appreciate y'all. And we're going to see who the real of the real are, you know? We're going to see who the diehards are, who tap in no matter what. Because that's the beautiful part about a community, man. That's the beautiful part about a community. When you have people that support you no matter what, they're not going to leave when the team's doing bad or in bad times. They're going to support you, man. So that's what we've built here. But a lot of the casuals will be dipping off. So. Yes, sir. So we'll see what happens. Let's see who we got in the chat, man. Shout out to the members. Philly for life, $10 super chat. What's up, my God? Philly for life, $10 super chat. What's up, brother? Thank you, man. What up, RB? Pray all is well. I just want a nice, chill, non-cardiac win after watching my Eagles get their ass whooped again. And the offense looks stale as 4-year-old bread. Fire Kevin P. movement, RB. Stop talking about the Eagles. I'm not just directing that at you, Philly. It's just y'all are like throwing stakes into my heart right now, bro. The Eagles and the Sixers are going to send me to therapy, bro. It might be time, bro. I agree with you 100%. I don't want to disagree with what you're saying. I agree with you, bro. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Oh, man. I need a non-cardiac win. Sixers, don't come out and screw around and score 16 points in the third quarter and let them come back. Please don't do that tonight. I just need one win. I need one win. Shout out Busy B in the chat says, don't be weird, be respectful, no spoilers, no spam, no F-bombs, keep it clean, don't be weird. Shout out Busy B. Beer battered gummy shark. Shout out Tika. Tika, you weren't in here last game. Tika, you're a diehard. What's up with that? Maybe you were busy. I don't know. Beer battered gummy shark says, I'm starting to feel like last season where we got excitement out of young players stepping up and balling out for future contracts. Top 4 protected 2026 #1 pick, baby. You know, that reminds me. Couple things. Number one, the Sixers cannot try to tank this year, guys and girls, because they're most likely not going to get a top 4 pick. They got lucky last year. It probably will not fall in the top 4, so they can't tank. Number two, their draft pick is going to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who, by the way, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the Thunder. The Thunder are 18-1. The one loss they had was like one of those fluke comebacks. And by the way, their third or second, maybe best player hasn't even stepped on the floor yet. He makes his debut, I think, tonight or tomorrow, whenever it is. The Thunder have the best point differential right now in NBA history. They're 18-1. It's ridiculous. Anyway, they're about to get the Sixers draft pick. What else? Philly for Life, $2 super chat says, shoot, I'm already in therapy over these teams, RB. Yo, I'm trying to tell him, man. It's a lifestyle in Philly sports. And if you're not from Philly or the area, you may not understand it. This is a lifestyle, man. When the Eagles lose the way they are right now, or when the Sixers are doing what the Sixers are doing, like, we are pissed off. You go out to, in the morning, go to a coffee shop. People are pissed off, man. People are mad. I'm sure you all had some talk over Thanksgiving dinner about Kevin Patullo and the Eagles offense, or, the classic, what's going on with the Sixers right now? Do you know how many people asked me in the last 24 hours, yo, what's up with the Sixers and Embiid? And you know what my response is? I don't know. They're like, where's Joel Embiid? I don't know. Comes with the territory, man. But I have to answer these questions. And I'm like, listen, man, the Sixers are just Sixering again. The Sixers are Sixering again. All right. I'm trying not to be negative here, man. I'm trying not to be negative. Guys, 150 people in the chat. We're at 88 likes. Get us to 100. We need 12 more. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the community. Shout out to the partners that make the show happen. National University, the best online schooling. Check them out. Shout out Sleeper. Use code Philly. Play the game with Inside the Game with us. And shout out Mando. Listen, man, these Philly sports teams are stinking right now. So go cop the Mando if you don't want to stink like they do. Still a long season. I dropped the video a couple days ago talking about my overall thoughts on the 76ers. And usually I take 20 games to try to determine, what a team is or who they can be. And I have no clue with the 76ers because they're not playing games. Their guys don't play games, so I don't know. Yeah. What else we got in here, man? Lou World says, I'm the Sixers guy at Thanksgiving. They're always like, your boy Embiid, where's he at? I'm telling you, man, it's a staple. Guys, for tonight's show, we will not tolerate any more Eagles talk. We will not tolerate any of this Ben Simmons crap. None of it. We're here to watch a Sixers win, hopefully, and hopefully they get it done. Trivia coming up at the end of the first quarter. It is Black Friday, and that's where we're at. Go cop some of the merch on PhillyTakeWithRB.com. Get the Philly Take tee. Get the Wake Up the Neighbors merch. Shout out to the members, man. Y'all are the best community in the world. And ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer to a scoreboard fix. We are working on that, so please do not come in here asking what is up or what's the deal. Don't worry. We're working on it. If you got any more predictions or thoughts, drop them in the chat. No Joel Embiid tonight. He'll miss his 9th consecutive game. VJ Edgecombe out for his 3rd straight game. Kelly Oubre out again. And now Trenton Watford's out for the Nets. Cam Thomas, Michael Porter Jr., and Haywood Highsmith are out.
Let's go.
Starting lineups for the Nets: Terrence Mann, Igor Demon, Zaire Williams, Noah Clowney, and Nicholas Claxton. And for the Sixers, it'll be Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, Paul George, Dominic Barlow, and Andre Drummond. Guys, make sure you like this show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We keep you up to date every single day. We give you this coverage. We give you all these streams, and we have created a really cool community. So if you want to support us, help push us through the algorithm. And I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that's just like, oh my God, like this show and all that.
3, 2, 1, nugget.
I just want to get this show out in front of more people. Simple as that. Let's take over the world. The tip-off goes out of bounds. It's going to be off Drummond, and the Nets will start with the rock. Brooklyn Nets come into this game 0-8 at home. There's Noah Clowney from the corner. First shot is off. Andre Drummond, the former Net, with the rebound. Sixers rocking the white unis. The Nets are rocking the black unis. And we are here on the fourth game of NBA group play. Here's PG fresh off a haircut. Lost the ball, gets it back. PG, the roller, Drummond, and Barlow lays it up and in. Nice cut by Dominic Barlow. Terrence Mann going to find Demon, guarded by Maxey. Igor Demon drives, steps through the lane, blocked by Drummond. Let's go. Got to give Drummond credit, man. Top 10 in rebounding. He has been an absolute dog in the absence of Embiid and Bona. Bona is back tonight, but Drummond gets the start. Bona has missed the last 5 games with injury. Igor Demon going to drive, float it up, and Claxton could not throw down out of bounds. 1.9 on the shot clock. $5 Super Chat. Philly for Life says, it's sad when you don't even know your team because you can't get them on the dang floor. Do we pick someone up, RB? If so, what position? Great question. And I agree with you, man. Like, I don't think I've ever sat through 20 or what is it, 17 right now? Going to be 18 games of a year and not have any identity with your team. It's crazy. It's almost a fourth of the way through the season. Claxton for 3. That's short. We're almost 1/4 of the way through the season, and I have no idea what this team can be. Grimes up to Maxey. Maxey through the legs, dribbling, driving. Maxey goes up and couldn't get it to fall. Nets with the rebound. Here comes Demon. Going to kick it to the corner. Man, the pump fake, the sidestep, a 3. It's short. Barlow the rebound. Philly, I'll answer your question in 1 second, man. Tyrese Maxey going to find Paul George. Here's the cutting Barlow. Barlow drives, lays it up, and couldn't get it to go. Guys, hit that like button. Get us to 100, man. Here's T-Man. Kicks it out. Demon wide open for 3. It's short again. Nets can't find the hole. Drummond the rebound, and he's fouled. Philly, to answer your question, man, I don't think they're going to pick anybody up. The Sixers still have an open roster spot, by the way. They never signed a 15th guy because they do this thing every year where they try to duck the tax if things go south. So they still have an open roster spot. And then on top of that, Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon don't even play. Here's Quentin Grimes, goes full head of steam to the rim, up and in. Sixers lead it. So Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon don't play. 15th spot on the roster is open, which is also why Nick Nurse is running these guys into the ground. Claxton hooks one up, and the Nets finally get on the board. But to answer your question, I do not think that the Sixers are going to get anybody for now, because when it all comes down to it, here's Maxey for 3. Can't get that to go. Grimes tried to get it and knocked it out of bounds. It's going to be Nets ball. When it all comes down to it, there's too much money allocated between Joel and Paul George. Like, everybody talks about, oh, well, you know, the Sixers should have enough depth and talent and young guys to, like, make up for them not playing. But what people don't realize is that by them not being on the floor, you're missing over $100 million that you could use elsewhere. So it's not even like those guys just aren't playing, but you're not able to go get other people because of the financial situation you're in. Paul George for three. Couldn't get it. Leaned over, thought he had it. Here come the Nets. There goes Williams all the way. He missed the layup. Sixers have to put their foot on the gas here. PG drives the lane, goes up, in with the left hand. Guys, we have 99 likes. Who's going to be number 100, man? 200 in the chat. Y'all are slacking, man. Three ball from Williams. It's short. Maxey with the green shoes on today. Looks like neon, maybe. Maxey finds a cutting Drummond, and he threw it away. So the Sixers are playing terrible to begin this game, and it is 6-4. Boy, oh boy. I mean, come on, bro. There's Dominic Barlow at half court. Barlow to the corner. Drummond for three. Drummond!
He's on fire!
The Andre Drummond corner three is becoming a staple. The Andre Drummond three is actually becoming something. And then the Nets are going to answer with a three of their own. It was Noah Clowney for three. So it is a 9-7 start. Here's Dom Barlow. Barlow to Maxey. Maxey crossover. Drives the lane, steps back, mid-range, and hits. Nice shot by Tyrese Maxey. Here come the Brooklyn Nets. Claxton at the top. Going to hand it off to Demon. Drives the lane, kicks it back. Here's T-Man. Drives down against Maxey. Floats it up, and the alley-oop goes. It's 11-9. Tight game here to begin. First 5 minutes. I mean, Andre Drummond might be the freaking best three-point shooter right now. Maxey drives, lays it up, got it with the finger roll. Beautiful finish for Tyrese Maxey. There's Terrence Mann guarded by Tyrese Maxey. 6:50 to go here in the first. Man at the top. Clowney shoves Barlow off. They're going to call a foul on Dominic Barlow, I believe. Actually, no, it might be on the Nets. I don't know who they called it on, but there's going to be a timeout anyway. 207 people in the chat. 100 likes. Drop the yes, sirs. It's time to wake them up. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's freaking go. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my question that I want to hear from you on in the chat. I want to hear from you in the chat, man. How do we feel about the Joel Embiid and Paul George situations? How do we feel about Paul George and Joel Embiid? And I don't want to make this, a whole rant. I don't want to get off topic crazy, but I want to know how y'all are feeling. Now, again, you can check out the video I put out a couple days ago. I did a whole full recap so far on the season, my rants, how I'm feeling. But I want to really hear from you, man. How do you feel, man? Because I'll be completely honest, like I said in my video a couple days ago, but I'm just getting tired of it, man. I just want to see the team play games. Is it so bad? Is it so bad for me to think that? Is it so bad for me to think that I just want to see the full lineup on the floor, man? Oh, I'm not trying to make this some negative therapy session. I'm, just a question. Just a question, because these guys are making a lot of money. Philly for Life says PG needs to get on the floor, Embiid needs to retire and free up our damn cap RB. And that's the craziest part, Philly. That's the craziest part. You know, I'm talking to people the last couple of days. I'm trying to explain because, you know, a lot of the regular fans don't know about the financials and stuff. And I'm trying to explain, like, Joel's extension has not even kicked in yet. And I love Joel Embiid, and I think he's given his all to this organization. But the fact that they gave him that 3-year extension that hasn't even kicked in yet is very, very scary, man. Like, we can't even get this guy on the floor for 10 games. We can't even get these guys on the floor, man. It's a scary situation. Beer batter Gummy Sharks the same as last season. Here are the Nets. Noah Clowney pops up a 3. That one's off wide. Sixers can't get the board. PG no box out. Here's Claxton. Here's the kick. Demon to the corner. Williams for 3. It's short again. Jor Evans says Arby's down bad today. I am down bad right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm down bad right now. Paul George drives, kicks. That's why I need you guys to pick up my energy, man. 212 people in here. Get us to 200 likes. Let's go, man. The only way that we get here and we get this energy up is by all of us collaborating together, man. I know this is a boring game for a lot, but for my diehards, man, Sixers got to get going. And they turn it over again. What in the world? Like I said, my issue, like, I know, and it's funny, there's people that want to blame Maxey, even though Maxey's trying to bear all the burden of his guys not playing, as another 3 from the Nets is off, and they get another rebound. Nets are looking for second chance points. Here's Quentin Grimes against Terrence Mann. He plucks it away. Here come the Sixers on the break now. 3-on-2. Maxey the oop. Grimes the slam. Nice play by Maxey and Grimes. First off, nobody should be even blaming Tyrese Maxey at all. He's trying to bear all the weight. Speaking of bearing the weight, that was Terrence Mann who bared the weight. I think if it was Andre Drummond on his shoulder. No, it was Barlow. It's going to be an and 1 for Terrence Mann. But yeah, Maxey should not get any blame right now. Maxey's doing what he can. And then the role players who you're asking to do all these different things right now because everybody else is injured should not get any blame. Role players have been great. Just like last year, man, these hidden gems you find have been actually really good. Jared McCain's looking like himself. That's a positive. But it all comes down to the 2 max stars who have not played a lot of games. Simple as that. And then you are forced to play guys like VJ Edgecombe 42 minutes a game, and now he's injured. Anyway, man, where's my channel members at, man? Where's my members? I want to see those emojis. Can we get some blue and red in the chat, man? Blue and red in the chat. Blue and red in the chat. Drop it in there. Let's see it. Sixer Nation, stand up. Where's my diehards at, man? Where's the OG supporters? Grimes going to find Maxey. Nice. On the corner for 3. Missed it. Drummond the board. Drummond rocking the pink sneaks. Drummond turns. He misses a layup by everything, and he gets fouled by Clowney. Might have been the worst drop step I've ever seen, but Drummond gets fouled, and he's going to the line. Listen, I have all respect for Andre Drummond right now. I have all respect for Drummond. This guy's playing way more minutes than anybody thought. Andre Drummond is eating up minutes. He was an expendable piece at the beginning of the year. And I think he's playing pretty well. And the free throws are good for the drum guy. Here's Demon going to drive off the pick and roll, dishes it out, stolen by Justin Edwards, in for the first time. Here comes Edwards all the way, and he was contested at the rim. Here come the Brooklyn Nets, 5 to go in the first. Terrence Mann with the right hand, dribbles, drives, baseline, dumps it. Williams goes up and he slammed it over Drummond. Didn't even know if that ball went in or not, but it did. 4:45 to go here in the first. It's a 3-point game. Maxey to Edwards. Edwards, the dribble, the drive, pulls up from the elbow. Missed it by everything. Here's Quentin Grimes on the rebound, though. 5 on the shot clock. Grimes, dribble, drive, floats it, missed it. Drummond taps it, got it back. Drummond turns, spin. Drummond! Let's go!
He's on fire!
Let's go, man. Drummond's got 7 and 4 here early in the game. And there goes an easy cut by Nick Claxton. He's got a wide open dunk. So left him open on the other end. Here's Paul George. I picked Paul George over 4.5 in the first quarter. And there he is, putting in a bucket. We need one more. We need one more point, PG. Let's go, man. Here's the dribble, the drive. Terrence Mann goes up. Sixers decide not to play defense. Three-point game, 3:25 to play here in quarter number 1. Edwards to Grimes. Grimes dribbles. A man slipped and Grimes threw it to nobody. See, the Sixers they look so undisciplined right now. It's crazy. They look so undisciplined right now. What the heck is going on, man? Drop that blue and red in the chat. Where's my OGs, man? If you guys have been rocking with your boy all season, drop OG in the chat. Drop OG in the chat. Three-point game. Sixers lead it. Here's Day'Ron Sharpe in for the first time for Brooklyn. Clowney dribbles downhill, goes up. Sharpe tried to tap it in. He could not. Tyrese Martin and Drake Powell in as well for Brooklyn for the first time. Here's Paul George from the top of the arc. Got it! PG for 3!
He's on fire!
Paul George, thank you for that, my man. That's one of our picks down. Maybe we'll go 3 for 3 for the first time. There's a 3 ball off the mark. That was... Who was that? That Martin? No, I don't think so. No, that was Zaire Williams. Timeout on the floor. Sixers call it. They lead by 6. 24-18. (24-18) here in the first quarter. 2:37 to play. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. Shout out to the mods and the members. Drop OG in the chat if you've been rocking with your boy, man. We have Mr. Blank Blank 69. I can't read that name. You know, YouTube might not like that. Marsha McCollum OG, Banj OG, Busy OG. What else we got up in here? Marsha McCollum, Beer Battered Gummy Shark. Daniel Sands' offense can't be worse. That could probably apply to 2 different teams today. Philly Memes, what's good? George says RB got the script. I might have the script, man. I might. RB, what do you think about Janai Broom? I mean, if you saw him last game, I don't know who was watching last game, but he looked horrible last game. Granted, the Sixers were down by like 30, but he was bad last game. I think that was the one and only time Nurse gave him some run, and I don't think he's going to get any other run after that. I like Janai Broom in college, but I just think that they should have went elsewhere with that pick, honestly. see. RB changed my handle. Thank you, man. Yeah, guys, make sure y'all check your handle and change that thing because of this YouTube update. It's very annoying. Beer Batter Gummy Shark says if the young guys were healthy and playing, I would be upbeat. Beer Batter Gummy Shark, you were not here last game. I'm disappointed in you. You've been here every game. You're an OG. Time to obligation. What's going on? George says I was not watching that. We were down 30. Yeah, but Broom looked bad. He was like 1 for 9. Couldn't jump. I don't know, man. It did not look good for Janai Broom. Ace Bailey's starting to play pretty well. Colin Knipple, a couple of the other guys from the top of the draft, just saying. Don't hate the messenger. Here's Jared McCain, and for the first time, kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards dribbles back to McCain. McCain step back 3. It's short. Adem Bona makes his first appearance after missing the last 5 games with an ankle injury. Here's Drake Powell. That's a guy I liked in the second round a lot. He puts it up. Sharp does, and it was short, and the Sixers get it back. Definitely like Drake Powell in the draft. I don't know why he's not starting for the Nets. They have 5 first-round picks. None of them can even start. You got to be really bad at your job. Actually, one of them starts, Igor Demon, but that's because of injuries. You have to be really bad at your job to have 5 first-round draft picks and you can't even start one of them. That's crazy. I've never seen a team even draft 5 guys in the first round, let alone not be able to start them. Now Edwards throws an errant pass out of bounds. Yo, can we like wake up, man? Can we wake up, man? Why are the Sixers playing down to competition? What in the world, man? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Now the Nets are going to turn it over. So the Sixers are going to get it back. 230 people in the chat. Get us to 200 likes right now. Right now. Beer Batter Gummy Shark says, I had to do work last game. I can't believe it either. You woke up my client. My bad. My bad, Beer Batter Gummy Shark. My bad. $10 super chat. Philly for life. Let's go. Got to bite my words with jump early drum. Balling right now. Some optimism on a lackluster team. Want to see more Bona and Edwards get more shots up. Says Philly for life. Here's Jared McCain. The stop and the start. He drives in and he's found. J-Mac to the line for 2. Philly for life. Thank you so much for the support, my brother. Shout out to the members. Drop those emojis in the chat. I want to see all the members dropping those emojis in the chat. Philly for life, you're exactly right. And I'm right there with you, man. Start passing around the Andre Drummond apology form. The guy still has these lapses where he'll make the dumbest plays ever. He'll play great basketball and then he'll play bad basketball. But he's been hooping, man. And he has really made up a lot of the difference for not having Joel Embiid and not having Adem Bona. Drummond has been hooping, man. He deserves a lot of credit. He deserves a lot of credit. I think he made both. No, he made the second. Yeah, he made both. Shout out J-Mac. Shout out J-Mac. Here's Day'Ron Sharp. Bona pestering him. Maxey going to steal the pass. Maxey driving all the way down the floor and slams it down.
He's on fire.
Tyrese. 9-2 run for the Sixers now. They lead by 10, and we have a foul. $2 super chat. Philly for life says McCain got to turn back to McRain. Shoot, brother. Hey, he has. McCain's been playing better these last couple games. I think he had 15 last game, but I agree they have to get him some shots. They have to get him some shots. Shout out Jared McCain. I still believe in Jared, man. I believe in him. I believe in him. Here's Tyrese Martin coming around a screen, drives downhill, floats it high off the window and in. 38 seconds to play, and it is 28-20. 3 ball, Jared McCain. It's money!
He's on fire!
Philly, he heard you, man. He heard you. McCain making it rain. 29 seconds to go here in the first. Let's go, guys. Get these likes up. We're at 123. Get us to 200. We give you this coverage every single game. Every game. Pre-game, live game, post-game. The best community in the world. The best game day live shows. Shout out everybody out there, man. 6 seconds separating game and shot clock. Here's Terrence Mann. Guarded by McCain. Kicks to the corner. Here's a 3-ball, and it's money. That is going to be Day'Ron Sharp, number 20, with a sharp 3. Grimes. McCain again. He shot it wide left. McCain wanted the foul, but anyway, it is 31-23. It is the end of the first quarter. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for some Sixers trivia. It is the Sixers Scholars Trivia question presented by National University. And we finally got the new music, man. Now, I couldn't do Jeopardy music because I'm not trying to get copyrighted and I'm not trying to get the channel taken down. But we have some music while you guys are making your guesses. So we'll play that. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the deal, man. First person to get it in the chat is going to hear this sound. If you guess more than one time, you will be banned from Sixers trivia. Whoever gets the most at the end of the season wins a big prize. We'll have bonus questions throughout the season. But for now, we have a tight race. And the question will be put into the chat so everybody can see it at the same time. And we will also say it out loud. Ladies and gentlemen, Sixers Scholars Trivia question presented by National University is this. Which 76ers player was known as, quote, the round mound of rebound? The round mound of rebound. Which Sixers player had that nickname? And here's the music we have while you guys are guessing. I'll give you like 40 seconds. Like I said, man, I wanted the Jeopardy music, but I'm not trying to get copyrighted. So it's all good. Give y'all like 20 seconds, man. All right, let's go to the chat. Let's see who the first person was to get the question right. Which 76ers player was known as the round mound of rebound? The correct answer is Charles Barkley. The big Barkley. And the correct answer goes to two individuals, got it at the same exact time. Daniel San and Lou World, 2 channel members. They were the first two to get it in the chat. Shout out Daniel, shout out Lou. Shout out Daniel, shout out Lou. Give them some love in the chat. PG knocks down the mid-range. It is 33-23. That's how we begin quarter number 2. Thank you to everybody for playing Sixers Trivia. Adem Bona with a monster block. McCain gets it back. McCain for 3. Cha-ching!
He's on fire!
Let's go. $2 super chat. Time to obligation, says Charles Barkley. Hey, you got it right. It was just a little bit late, brother. A lot of people got it, though, but Daniel and Lou were the first two to get it. Thank you all for playing Sixers Scholars Trivia. And by the way, Kyle Lowry is on the floor now. I cannot believe what I just saw, but he is actually on the floor. So I don't know what is going on there. But let's go ahead and write down our winners. Make sure you guys get your justice here. We'll read off the leaderboard here as well. Let's go ahead and update our thing here, and then let's see who's in the lead now. I believe that was I believe both of you guys have already won this season. Yeah, so Daniel and Lou World both snagged their 3rd win of the season. So now our leaderboard is Daniel, Cable, and Lou all tied for 3. Kyle Lehman with 2, Banj with 2, Jad with 2. So we have a lot of people in the hunt, in the race. Shout out to the trivia, man. It's going to be a tight race. It's going to be fun. We'll have some more bonus questions throughout this season, so don't miss them. Don't go anywhere, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Lowry is in the ball game. Kyle Lowry is in the game. Shout out to the members, man. Lou in the chat. Daniel in the chat. Dom in the chat. Even more pure says 5-0 run right out of the gate. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. We've gotten here to the point where Kyle Lowry is in the second quarter. Kyle Lowry couldn't even get in last game. The Sixers were down by 40 last game, and Lowry couldn't even get in. So I'm like, I just don't understand. But anyway, shout out to Jared McCain. He's cooking. McCain has 8 points off the bench. Sixers lead it by 13 points. Here is Drake Powell. He drives the lane. Another monster block by Adem Bona. PG for 3. It's off. Yo, Bona is jumping out of the gym right now. That's number 2 for Adem Bona. Wow, 2 monster blocks. Don Boyle gifting a Philly Take membership. Martin from a deep 3. He knocks it through. Drop the MVPs for my boy Dom. Let's go. Kyle Lowry going to find Paul George. Paul George. Guarded by Terrence Mann. Here is Quentin Grimes. Grimes to PG. 4 on the shot clock. PG step back. Got it from the baseline. PG with 11. PG with 11. Now a 3 ball. That's Jalen Wilson. Can't get it to go. In for the first time. We have a foul. It's going to be on Adem Bona. Bona with 2 monster blocks, man. Shout out to the membership community, man. Drop the MVPs in the chat. I want to see all of them, man. 230 people in the chat. Get us to 200 likes. Let's go. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Sixers lead it by 12. Drake Powell going to find Terrence Mann coming around a screen. Grimes was bumped by Sharp. It's going to be an illegal screen. Going the other way. Let's see. At Tornado. Ponce, Puerto Rico just entered the building. What's good, RB? What's going on, man? Let's go, man. Bona going to hand it off to Jared McCain. McCain going to find Paul George. Back to Jared McCain, running the second unit. Lowry sitting under the rim. McCain finds Bona, turns, spins. Bona kicks it out. Grimes for 3. Can't get it to go. Grimes has been kind of cold, if I'm being honest. Grimes has been cold. Tyrese Martin drives down the lane, floats it up, and in with the left hand. 9:24 to go here in the second. It is a 10-point game. Lowry dishes it off to McCain. McCain drives, spins. McCain, Grimes. Grimes for three. It's short. Gets his own rebound. Grimes, no look. Bona goes up, lays it in off the window. Sixers lead it by 12. Here's the handoff. Drake Powell working against Quentin Grimes. He turns, he spins, back to Wilson, chucks it up from deep. Can't get it to go. Nets are so bad. Paul George at the top. He's going to find a Bona. Bona backing down, turns, spins against Powell, puts it up and in with the right hand. Bona looking really good. Bona is looking really good right now. Drake Powell kicks it a corner. Here's Martin up to Wilson. Now the corner. Terrence Mann for three and drills it. The Nets answer. It's an 11-point game, 42-31, 8:12 to go here in the second. Jared McCain at half court. McCain working against Wilson. Comes around a screen. McCain going to pop a three. Left it way short. Bona the rebound, and feels like the Sixers are playing up against practice dummies right now. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like right now. Timeout on the floor. Tell you what, man, the Nets are just so bad. Nets are so bad, man. But you know what's not so bad? National University. Before we get back into this game, shout out to everybody in the chat. I have to give some love to the great partner of today's show. It is National University. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are thinking about going back to school, you're like, man, I'm working a job, I'm taking care of a family, I have bills to pay, but I need that next degree. I'm trying to level myself up. And you're like, man, I need the right situation. NU has got you. National University offers 4 and 8 week online classes that help you balance work, life, and school. You get to start sooner, finish faster. NU is an accredited nonprofit university that helps you live your life and achieve your goals. Over 150 degree programs. They have everything you need. They even have a medical degree. They have nursing. Maybe you can become a part of the Sixers medical staff and prevent all of these injuries. They have a 50-year history of innovative learning and support models for working and non-traditional students. They provide all the academic resources you need. They provide mentoring, career guidance, virtual mental health counseling, and much more. And last year, NU awarded $50 million plus in scholarships. So if you want to level up and you want to take that next step, check out National University. All of their flexible online degree programs and curriculums. Link is down in the description. Shout out to National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer, and a proud partner of Philly Take with RB for the last 2 years. Shout out NU, man. Listen, I'm serious. Think about, checking out that athletic management degree, maybe that nursing or healthcare degree. Become part of the Sixers medical staff so that we do not need to have these guys getting injured every game. 240 people in the chat. Get us to 200 likes. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Kyle Lowry's in the game. Jared McCain is cooking. Paul George has 11 points. The Nets look like practice dummies. That is the story of the game so far. And Bona making some big defensive plays. I wonder how Kyle Lowry feels being subbed in against the Brooklyn Nets. How does he feel about being... How does he feel about being subbed in against the Brooklyn Nets? Sixers lead it by 13 points. It is McCain, Grimes, PG, Lowry, and Drummond. Sixers bully him again. Take it away. Grimes up the floor. Slams it down with one hand. Let's go, Quentin Grimes. Quentin. Q dot. Tyrese Martin at the top. He comes around a screen, swings it to Clowney inside the lane, and he lost it. McCain picks it up. Here come the 76ers. Kyle Lowry with the rock. He finds PG. PG for three. Cha-ching!
He's on fire!
Paul George. He's actually knocking down shots. Is Paul George back? Martin drives, floats it up, left it short, gets his own rebound, puts it up again, and knocks it through. And Drummond is down holding his knee. Oh, no. Please, Drummond. Drummond, get up. Get up, Drummond, please. Oh. I think Kyle Lowry just injured Andre Drummond. I think Kyle Lowry just injured Andre Drummond. We just can't have anything nice, man. We just can't have anything nice. I'm pretty sure Kyle Lowry just injured Andre Drummond by accident. Yeah, it's not a good look, man. Drummond came down awkwardly on the right leg. So now Drummond, I believe, went back to the locker room. And now Adembona's in. Here's Lowry. And now Barlow turns, spins, and lost it. So now the Sixers are back down to one center on the team. Clowney up top to Tyrese Martin. Dribbles in, kicks it out. Here's Clowney from three. He missed it. Maxey the rebound. I was just giving all this praise to Andre Drummond and he gets hurt. McCain goes up and in. I just don't, why, man? Why? Why does it always have to be us? Demon going to kick to the corner. 3-ball Martin, it's way off. Barlow the rebound. Here come the Sixers. Lowry up the floor. Lowry going to dump to Maxey. Maxey for three. Cha-ching. Noah Clowney going to cross over, dribble, drive. Clowney goes up, and he was fouled. Oh, my gosh, man. Drummond just got... They just put Drummond in a wheelchair. Yeah, it's over, bro. It's over. What do we Sixer fans do to deserve this, man? What do we do, man? I just don't understand what the Sixers have done to somebody to deserve this, man. Jerry McCain floater, missed it. Kyle Lowry, Justin Edwards for three, short. Nets the rebound, foul on the floor on a Dembona. Just this Sixers team, man. They never give us a break, bro. Never, man. Maxey to step back, it's short. Bro. I'm just saying, man, like if they're gonna roll the guy off in a wheelchair, like that is not good. He can't even put weight on his leg. Now we need to go get another center because our main center doesn't play games. Now Drummond's going to be out probably for some time. And Clowney's going to go in and a foul on the Sixers. All right, chat. Let's try to get some positivity going in here, man. Even though it's hard, Claxton is fouled. 270 people in here, 140 likes. Get us to 200, man. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live show. I'm RB. It's been a day here in Philly sports. I thought the game was going really well. It was, Sixers are doing what they have to do, beating up on a bad team. And now Andre Drummond, if you're just tuning in, was hurt a couple plays ago. Came down awkwardly on his right leg. I don't want to speculate because I'm not a doctor, but he was wheelchaired into the locker room, so he couldn't put weight on his right leg. That does not sound or look good to me. And he's been playing some crazy ball lately. And now Janai Broom is in the game, so he's going to have to play, and Claxton beats him right under the rim. So it's a 16-point game. And now, like I said, Janai Broom, at this point, we're at the end of the roster, and there's Jabari Walker. I forgot about him. For some reason, Nurse just does not like Jabari Walker. Quentin Grimes step back three. He missed it. And Walker's going to tap it in. I feel like Walker's been playing good minutes, man. Clowney going to find T-Man. Terrence Mann guarded by Tyrese Maxey. Sixers are in a zone now, 2-3. Clowney against Walker, drives in and is fouled. $2 super chat. Jor Evans 98 says we are going to pick up Tristan Thompson or James Wiseman. Crazy. I don't even know who the backup or who the free agent backup centers are. If I had to even think about any, I don't even know. I don't even know who the backup centers on the market are, but hopefully Andre Drummond is okay because he was playing some of his best basketball. He finally developed a three-point shot. Kyle Lowry standing right under Andre Drummond. I don't think he landed on Kyle Lowry's foot, but he was close to him. Sixers try everything to keep the game out of reach, says Mr. Scumbag. Sixers lead by 17 points. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Janai Broom. We're seeing Kyle Lowry as well. Maxey to Grimes. Here's Edwards for three, and that is money. So the Sixers lead it by 20. Jor Evans says this is bad. I mean, at this point, the team, the roster is just decimated again. We're not even 20 games in. Here's Clowney going to turn and spin, kick it back to Powell. Here is Danny Wolf, another first-round pick out of Michigan for Brooklyn. Claxton missed the little floater there, but it looked like Terrence Mann hit the hardwood, so it's going to stay with Brooklyn. Let's go, man. 149 likes. Get us up to 200, man. Shout out to the chat. Thank you all for being here on a Friday night. Hopefully Andre Drummond's okay. Let's drop a prayer emoji in the chat, will we? Drop a prayer emoji in the chat for Andre Drummond. Drop a prayer emoji in the chat. And drop a Sixers emoji so we can all show our support for Andre Drummond. Get a little prayer circle going. Nets went 2 for 2 at the line. 3:15 to play here in the first half. Maxey to Broom. Broom looking back for Maxey. Picked up his dribble. Nowhere to go. Finds Grimes. Grimes at the wing. 7 on the shot clock. Grimes going to dribble in, and he lost the rock again. Another turnover for Quentin Grimes. Number 3 of the night. 18-point game for the Sixers right now. 2:55 to play. Danny Wolf at the top. Wolf going to hand off to Powell. Powell guarded by Grimes. Powell going to find Wolf in the lane. One bouncer. There's Terrence Mann. Mann nowhere to go. Chucks it up into the air. Here's Clowney. 4 on the shot clock. Dribbles in. Walk 2 steps. They didn't call it. A 3-ball, no good. And Jabari Walker with a tough rebound. I like Jabari Walker, man. He plays hard. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Edwards going to set the screen. Maxey gets a switch, and we have a foul. No, a 3-second violation. It's going to be a 3-second on Danny Wolf. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to play a little fun game called Drop the Spot. Ladies and gentlemen, where are you guys tuning in from tonight? Drop your state, cities, towns, countries. Let me know where you guys are watching the show from tonight as Maxey hits the free throw. So it'll stay with the 76ers. They lead by 19. Here's Justin Edwards, guarded by Danny Wolf. Edwards guarded by Danny Wolf. Maxey drives down the lane, floats it up, left it short. Nets pick it up. Here they come. 19-point game. Danny Wolf under the rim, blocked by Janai Broom, but they call a foul. Upper Darby, PA in the chat. PA in the chat. Bluebell, PA. Philippines, Pennsylvania, New York, Brooklyn, Lower Marion, PA. Where's everybody else tapping in from tonight, man? Danny Wolf going to knock down the first at the line. Hopefully we get an update on Andre Drummond. Just something. Get some kind of update, man. Second free throw going to be good. We have, let's see, PA in the chat. ATL, Charlotte in the house. Brown Mills, NJ. Parts unknown. Houston, Texas. Langhorne, PA. Ambler in the chat. Thank you to everybody dropping the spot, keeping it spicy in the chat. And we have a timeout by Brooklyn as they are getting evaporated right now. Brooklyn Nets are horrible, man. What do you think the worst team in the NBA is? I mean, the Wizards have been pretty bad. The Nets are pretty bad. Who else? Pacers have actually been really bad. That's what happens when you don't have your max player on the floor. I'm hoping he pulled a... He said, I'm hoping he pulled a Paul Pierce. I don't think so. But I would hope so. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, I am RB. We do this every single game. Pre-game, live game, post-game shows right here. 4.5 hours of coverage. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to leave. It's here all night long. We drop videos, we do shorts, a bunch of content. Follow us everywhere. I also cover the Eagles, but we're not talking about that team tonight, over on A to Z Philly. Check it out. Hey, RB, what's good? Didn't know the Sixers were playing tonight. Are they in the Cup Championship? No, they are 0-3 in group play right now. Got South Carolina in the house. Woodbine in the house. Wizards are the worst. Pacers. Dom says extermination. Dylan says just subscribe. Looking forward to a long season of episodes. What's up, Dylan? Welcome on in, man. I'm watching from the earth. Wow. What a revelation. There's Janai Broom in the post. Broom step back air ball, but he was fouled. Don't do that to me, Janai Broom. Don't do that, Broom. Don't do that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not yet, make sure to like the show, subscribe to the channel. That helps us push it through the algorithm. Broom going to knock down the first free throw. The Final Four appearing Janai Broom, who led his Auburn team with a hurt arm past the Elite Eight. Janai Broom's a pretty good player, man. Or at least he was in college. We'll see if any of it translates to the NBA. Claxton turns the corner. He is fouled. 62-43. .143 to go here in the second. And the free throw is good from Nick Claxton, so it is a 17-point game. 140 to go here in the first half. Maxey with the rock, guarded by Terrence Mann. Nets are going to pressure at half court. Grimes to the corner. Here's Jabari Walker for three. Can't get it to go. Broom trying to get the board, smacked it away. Edwards almost came up with it, but could not. Here come the Brooklyn Nets. It is Nick Claxton, who, in my opinion, received a huge overpay. Probably will be out of there in a year or two. And Clowney was fouled by Jabari Walker, who was very animated. It must be crazy playing in front of the Nets fans, if you even want to call them that. I mean, oh, wait, here we go. Brooklyn is 1-2 in group play. So the Sixers are actually the worst team in their group. Orlando's 3-0, Detroit 2-1, Boston 2-2, Brooklyn 1-2, and Philly 0-3. First one good for Nick Claxton. McCain coming back in. Chat, how are we feeling, man? Are you all enjoying your Thanksgiving weekend? Are you a Sixers diehard that's in this chat watching this game? Are you a fan of another team just stopping through? Let me know, man. Second free throw is good. Justin Edwards wide open at the free throw line, drives in. He's fouled by Danny Wolf. Playing in front of the Nets crowd is like, I mean, it must be so just like miserable, man. Knowing that like nobody's going to come watch you play every game. Southwest Philly in the house. RB curious, Sixers Jazz trade, PG Grimes, draft pick swaps, whatever it takes, get Lauri Markkanen. I just don't see the Jazz doing that, honestly. Edwards knocks down the first free throw. Like, why would any team want to trade for the PG or Embiid contracts? We have to ask ourselves that. Edwards going to miss the second one. It's a 16-point game. 1 minute to go here in the first half. The dribble, the drive, Claxton fouled by Broom. 1 minute to go, and Claxton headed to the line for two. Busy says, Sixers trying to ruin my weekend. By the way, that is 3 fouls now, I believe, for Janai Broom. In how many minutes? 4? 3 fouls in 4 minutes? Whoever was talking about Broom earlier, man, he's not looking like he's not looking like a guy, you know? He's not looking like a guy. Forgot about Kelly Oubre too, man, for sure. Kelly. Shout out Kelly. Here's Jared McCain at the top. Going to find Edwards. Edwards, a deep three. It's off the mark, and it goes out of bounds. It feels like, it's crazy how the Sixers have 63 points, and it feels like they haven't really played that well, you know? Like, if they were really clicking, it feels like they would have like 90 points right now. If the Sixers were on the weekend, it would have to be on Sunday against the Hawks. This game is a wrap. Like I said at the beginning, the Nets are just horrible, man. Here's Danny Wolf for 3. Up over the backboard, and it's stuck, and it falls through, but it's out of bounds. The only thing I'm concerned about in this game is the third quarter woes, because the Sixers cannot do anything in the third quarter. Maxey at half court. 20 seconds to play here in the first half. Jared McCain, 4 seconds separating game and shot clock. Sixers are spread out. Here comes a screen from Janai Broom. More like a push in the back. Here's McCain, the dribble, the drive. McCain goes up, and he's blocked by Clowney. It's out of bounds. It's going to stay with the 76ers. .8 to go here in the second. Maxey to inbound. Sixers going to try to get one off. They find Grimes. Grimes almost fell over with the ball. 1 second to go. He lays it in, but it will not count because he got the shot off too late. I'm really surprised with Quentin Grimes. Like, he has not looked anything like he did in the first 5 to 10 games of the season. What the heck happened to Quentin Grimes, man? I really want to know. Like, what happened to this guy? What's going on with QDOT, man? 2 seconds, 1. T-Man at the buzzer, no good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live Show right here on Philly Take with RB. We are almost halfway to 50,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. 163 right now. Appreciate all my diehards in the chat. And I just want to say, before we talk a little bit about this game, if you are still in here and you've been rocking with us all game, man, thank you so much for being a loyal supporter. I appreciate you. Get active in the chat. Thank you for being part of what makes this community special. I just wanted to say that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is time for one word. I need you to drop one word in the chat. I need all my vocab wizards to appear. Give me one word to describe this game so far. Give me one word to describe this game so far. My word of the first half is going to be bittersweet. And the reason I am saying bittersweet is because, and maybe you're just tuning in, you're pissed off about the Eagles. Trust me. I just made a post-game video about them. You can check it out on my Eagles channel. I'm pissed off too. But I was looking forward to the Sixers at least just giving me a little bit of like rejuvenation. And they have. They've played well. They're taking care of business. They're not playing the best that they can. But as I said before, the Nets are just so bad. And the Sixers are getting their business done. But it is bittersweet because if you're just tuning in, you missed Kyle Lowry coming into the game, standing under the rim. Andre Drummond jumps up, almost comes down on his foot, twists his knee, goes down, then he gets wheelchaired into the locker room. We don't have an update yet. And one of the Sixers' bright spots, a guy that we've been giving a lot of credit to, is now injured, and hopefully it's not long-term. But it's just bittersweet because even on a game like this where, you know, you should get an easy win, you now take another hit to your roster. So that's how I feel. Give me your words in the chat. One word to describe this game. I'm going to read out some of the best ones, but before I do that, let's go take a check over on our Sleepers picks right now. You can get a free $20 entry, no deposit required on Sleeper, and you can check them out and you can play along with us. Let's go ahead and let's check our picks. Let's see what we got going on over here during halftime. So we had Paul George, 4.5 points in the first quarter, and he had, I think, 7 or 9. So PG hit the over in the first quarter. That's a money pick right there. Tyrese Maxey, we had at 30.5. He has 10 right now. I don't know if he's going to get that. And we had Nicholas Claxton at 8.5 rebounds. He's currently at 3. So we will monitor those picks. We will keep our eyes on it. You can make picks during halftime, live during any game across sports. You can, combine one pick this game with another NBA pick. You can go make your picks, enter them into a contest. Use the code PhillyTake, get a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. And shout out to Sleeper for partnering with the show. We will check back on our picks at Postgame at the end of the game. So shout out to Sleeper. Don't sleep on them. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in 25 states. All right, man. One word in the chat. Let's see what we got. My word was bittersweet. We have revolting, perplexing, vapid. What else? Uneventful, bad, vexed, nauseating, meaningless, pissed, exhausting, empty, wheelchair, practice, winning, boring. Somebody says, wait, Drummond got injured. Yes, he did. Andre Drummond got hurt bad, and he got wheelchaired off the floor. So that's how our game is going, man. That's how this game is going tonight. Thank you all for dropping your words in the chat. Y'all are the best. Not going to do a whole bunch of halftime analysis. I mean, like I said before the game, Nets are down their best 2 players, Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. They're already 0-8 at home. They're 3-14 on the year. They have the 25th ranked offense, the 29th ranked defense. They're a bad team. And the 76ers have come out, and Paul George has looked pretty spry, 14 points, taking advantage of some mismatches. I thought Andre Drummond was playing really well until he went down. Adem Bona, first game back in 5 games, has looked pretty nice. He's got 2 monster blocks. Jared McCain with 10 off the bench. But now we're going deep into the rotation. Now, I'm a little confused as to why Nick Nurse put Kyle Lowry into this ball game. And why did he do it in the early second quarter? Maybe he's just trying to get him some run against the worst team that the Sixers are going to play. Or maybe Nick Nurse is just feeling bad. I mean, he could have put in Eric Gordon. I would have put in Gordon over Kyle Lowry. Maybe Nick Nurse is viewing this as just some kind of like practice game. I don't know. But now Janai Broome is playing because Andre Drummond is hurt, and we know Joel Embiid's hurt. So that's kind of how we're at. Like that's kind of how we're doing. That's where we're at right now. I don't have much else to say. I mean, Claxton has 12 points, Clowney with 8. The Nets just don't do simple things that a normal team does. Like I said, they had 5 first-round picks, and they are not producing anything. So that's why the Nets are going to be in a bad spot for a long time. If the Nets had like a Thunder type of draft, they would have been good this year. But they are just bad. Simple as that. Let's see. Let's go to the chat. Evan says, what is your Eagles channel called? I'm going to drop it in the chat for you, Evan. It's called A2Z Philly. ATOZ Philly. Mods, I need y'all dropping the links for your boy, man. Shout out to the mod squad. Shout out to the mod squad. Really appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. I did a little post-game short on the Eagles just to get my frustrations out, but I'll have more of an extended video tomorrow. Just dropped it in the chat. Matter of fact, I'm going to pin that in the chat. Also, just a reminder that you guys can join the channel memberships if you want to get your comments highlighted and support us as a community, and also get the cool exclusive emojis. How do you think Eric Gordon is feeling right now that Kyle Lowry is getting burned over him? I just think Nick Nurse is like, I think he's viewing this as a practice game, if I'm being honest. That's how I feel right now. But I'm really mad that Andre Drummond got hurt, and I hope we get an update soon. But I don't want to speculate on what the worst could be, but I'm sure you already know what that is. I just hate the fact that he's been playing amazing and he goes down. Like, come on, man. With that being said, hopefully the Sixers bounce back tonight. They have the Hawks on Sunday and then the Wizards on Tuesday, I believe it is. So we will see what happens, man. Guys, make sure you follow me on all social medias, man. That's where we discuss behind the scenes, give you extra info, post a ton of shorts, bunch of content. Nurse wanted a true point guard to run a couple plays for Paul when he put Lowry in. You got to be serious, bro. Kyle Lowry doesn't do anything. He just runs down the floor. He dumps the ball off and he sits on the wing. He sits on the wing. Simple as that. Sorry, man. People are sending me Eagles tweets, and they're one by one. They're just making me more frustrated. They're just making me more frustrated. Like I said, I'm gonna have a bigger, more extensive rant on the Eagles tomorrow, but people need to stop sending me Eagles tweets, man. Still Super Bowl champions, though, man. I need the Sixers to win a championship. I'm gonna go check who the backup centers are too that are available. 228 people in the chat, 166 likes. Get us to 200 likes. Let's go, man. Can we do it? Can we do it? I need a championship from somebody. I need a championship from somebody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will get ready for this second half. We will gear up for that, and hopefully the Sixers can get this W. Hopefully they can get this W. All right, man. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Third quarter, getting ready to get underway. Let's get this win and pack them up, boys. Sixers don't do that third quarter thing that you always do. You're up by 15 points. Let's just... Wow, Adembone just got grabbed and thrown to the floor by Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann literally just grabbed Adembone and threw him to the ground. It's pretty wild. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes guarded by Igor Demon. Product out of BYU. 8th overall pick. Here's Paul George. Steps back at 2. Can't get it to go. Sixers, I need you to score a bucket here. Nets have not scored in 5:15. Here's Demon coming around the screen. He's going to drive. Kick to the corner. 3-ball. Williams. And it's money. But he stepped out of bounds. It won't count. Sixers lead by 15. Let's go. Let's make it 20. Tyrese Maxey at the top. Maxey going to find Bona. Cutting to the rim. Goes up. Lays it up and in. They call it. Did they call anything? No, they didn't. Wow. Thought they were going to call a charge there. Guess not. 17-point game. Nets have the rock. Here's Terrence Mann. Mann going to find Clowney. Clowney to Mann. Around a screen. He dribbles. He drives. He lays it up and in. So the Nets answer back. Paul George working against Brooklyn, drives in, dumps it back. Grimes taps to the corner. Maxey for 3, and it goes. Our boy Mad Max. Mad Max. Another miss by Brooklyn. Brooklyn isn't even out here. Like, I don't even know how they have anybody showing up to these games, if I'm being honest with you. Paul George, step back 3. That one is nowhere near. Demon up the floor, throws to Clowney, drives in. He was blocked by Bona. Bona gets called for the foul. He goes tumbling into the cameraman. It's a nice little zoomed in shot there. I mean, he's all over him. Let's go, chat. Where y'all at, man? What's up, chat? I know this is a tough one to watch, man, but hey, at least we're winning. First one good for Noah Clowney at the line. Barlow now has 4 personal fouls. Broom had 3 in 4 minutes. Barlow has to go to the bench. So the Sixers are running out of players out here, man. Sixers are running out of guys, man. They got to stop fouling. Oh, my gosh. $17-point lead for the Sixers. Grimes with the rock. Maxey sets and pops. Here's Grimes. Grimes at the wing. Finds Maxey. Maxey surveying the floor. Goes full head of steam downhill, and he's fouled in the lane by Noah Clowney. Going to the line for 2. Jor Evans says that's a great point. The market for Brooklyn has to be so bad for investors. I mean, in my opinion, at least from what I've seen and heard, I feel like expansion for the NBA is probably going to come in like the next few years, maybe like 3 to 5, if I had to guess. And I think the first team that they are moving has to be Brooklyn. That or New Orleans. Because I just don't see how this is a profitable market anymore, especially with the New York Knicks. Why would anybody support the Brooklyn Nets? They're so bad. Second one good for Maxey at the line. 2 for 2. It is a 19-point game. Jaeger Demon going to find Terrence Mann. Bona guarding Claxton. Screen and a dish. Demon from the corner. No good. Nets get it back. T-Man going to find Zaire Williams out to Demon. Sidestep, a 3, and that is no good again. I mean, 8th overall pick. The guy came hit a wide open 3. Maxey going downhill. Dumps it off to Edwards for 3. Off the back iron. Nets pick it up, and here they come. Clowney going to drive the lane, puts it up. Bona the monster block. Nets get it back. Bona's just everywhere tonight. Here's Nick Claxton. Maxey left him. Claxton tried to poster a damn Bona, and he was fouled. But I like Bona contesting that. I like that. Bona has been huge tonight. I think he's got 4 blocks. Sixers are going to challenge that it wasn't a foul. You guys want to hear a crazy Eagles stat? Only because people keep sending this to me. The Eagles offense is the worst that it's been for any Eagles team through the first 13 weeks in the last 20 years. That means they're worse than 2020. They're worse than the Chip Kelly Eagles. They're worse than the, who else? 2023. That's crazy, man. That's wild, man. They're worse than the Jets and the Saints this year, offensively. That's wild, man. They have 10 days until their next game. They need to make a change at play caller. Been saying it all season. Saying it all year, man. All right, guys, we need 14 more likes. Who's going to get us to 200, man? Get us to 200 likes. Got to give one more huge shout out to our great partners over at National University. Once again, check them out. Their links are down in the description. If you're trying to level up, go back to school and get that next degree. NU is for you. They are a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling, 4 and 8 week online classes that help you balance work, life, and your school life. You get to start sooner, finish faster. They have 50,000 plus students and 250,000 plus grads. They're based in California, but everybody goes to school over the internet. Online courses right from your own home, the comfort of your own couch. National University awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. They offer all the academic resources and additional resources that you need. So click the link down in the description, check them out, and shout out to National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Thank you to them for partnering on the show. Let's see what they call this. Are they going to call it a block or a foul? Looked like he hit him right in the hand. My guess is they would keep this as a foul. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to open up a can of worms on the Eagles again. I know everybody's still frustrated about that. I'm going to rant about that on my Eagles channel. I already have, but yeah, KP's got to go. Philly for Life, $2 super chat says K-Poop Tulo has to go. RB saying it for a while. I agree, man. As I said on my Eagles post-game rant tonight, the Eagles are closer to 2023 than they are to 2024. It's very frustrating. It's sad, man. It's sad. You're going to miss out on a potential dynasty because of a play caller who has no experience. Zaire Williams going to find Jaeger Demon. Going to kick it out. Here's the wing. And Zaire Williams going to knock down a 3. So now it's a 16-point game. It's been right where it was to start the quarter. Maxey going to find PG. PG going to find Quentin Grimes. Grimes guarded by Clowney. Going to find a cutting Edwards. Puts it up. Lost it out of bounds. Eagles will still win the East, but all teams, NFC North, can eliminate them. That's true. Listen, they have to break the NFC East curse, man. It's been too long to collapse like they did in 2023. They can't do that. RB, they're up and down last year. They won the Super Bowl, bro. Simple as that. Here's the dribble, the drive, the layup. It's blocked. Maxey gets it back. Here come the 76ers. PG with 14 points. All in the first half. Here's Paul George. Bounces it back to Maxey. Maxey driving. Full head of steam. Floats it up. And in.
He's on fire.
Tyrese. It just sucks, man, especially as a content creator, analyst, whatever you want to call me, who covers both teams. You know, for both teams to be lacking at the same time, it's just annoying. It's just annoying, man. Let's see. I guess we can book a 2026 Super Bowl next year, says Dom. It might be trending that way. I've never seen a team with the trajectory that the Eagles are on right now. Super Bowl appearance, collapse, Super Bowl appearance, collapse. It's pretty wild if you think about it. Uncharted territory. Here's the Brooklyn Nets. Yemen driving down low, puts it up, missed it. Nets get it back. Guess it was a charge. I don't know. Maxey dumps it back to Paul George. Paul George coming around the screen, going to drive, and he threw it away. So it's a turnover back to the Brooklyn Nets. Crazy how much Mekhi is missed on the O-line. It's not just Mekhi Becton, though. The whole O-line is just hurt and playing terrible, which is not normal for an Eagles team. Eagles have always been predicated on their offensive line. Here's a 3-ball from Demon, and he finally gets one to go. He's been absent tonight. Can't assume they'll win the East. Cowboys are coming. Cowboys stink, man. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they'll go on a little mini run here. Maxey guarded by Terrence Mann. I feel like nobody in the crowd has even moved an arm all night. Grimes going to miss a wide open 3. It's a 13-point game, and now the Nets have another chance. Demon, a sidestep, a 3. He missed it. The Nets get a rebound. Terrence Mann puts it up. He wanted the foul. He's complaining at the referee. No whistle. Maxey going to step back for 3. It's short. So the Sixers are now starting to sputter offensively. The Nets are on an 8-2 run. 5:20 to go here in the third. Terrence Mann kicks to Demon. Back to Mann. Drives in the lane. No look pass. Williams from the corner. Oh, my gosh. Here we go, man. 10-point game. Here we go. This is exactly what I said at the beginning, man. Here we go again.
Let's go.
Here we go again. Dude, I am so tired of the Sixers doing this every game, bro. Like, you can literally predict this to a T. You know what? I'm going to reverse the curse. Next game on Sleeper, we are going to take every under possible in the third quarter. We're going to take every under because this is ridiculous, man. And it goes back even to the Eagles. I'm not trying to talk about the Eagles right now. I'm going to save that rant. But these coaches, they overthink things so much. And I'm not just blaming the coach right here. What I'm saying is, how in the world, is it your ego? Is it your philosophy? What is it that you can't change something up to have any success in the third quarter. It is every game, man. Every game in the third quarter. We are playing probably the worst team in the NBA. And then it goes from 15 up to 18. Now it's down to 10. The Sixers literally sputter every third quarter. Why? Why does nothing change? How come the Eagles run the same crap 6 plays and nothing changes? Like, you are being paid millions of dollars to do this job. All right, man. Had to get it off my chest. Had to get it off my chest. $5 Super Chat, Philly for life. Thank you so much, brother. He says, Super Bowl appearance, collapse, Super Bowl win, collapse. One word to sum that up, RB, Philadelphia. Dude, I've never seen anything like it. Literally, nothing has ever happened in sports like that. Eagles were the first team to go 10-1 and then collapse the way they did. Now they're about to be the first team to do it again. The Philadelphia sports do things that are so impossible. They have the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. $5 Super Chat. Anthony Perry, what's up, my guy? Says at least somebody from Philly is trying to win today. Don't say that too quick. You talking about the Sixers? Don't say that too fast. Don't say that too quick, brother. Now it's a 10-point game. 5 minutes to go in the third. Jabari Walker in the game with Dominic Barlow, Quentin Grimes, Tyrese Maxey, and Jared McCain. Grimes down the lane, dumps it, and threw it away. It's stolen by the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Nicholas Claxton going to drive the lane, floats it up, missed it, and the Sixers pick it up. Here comes Jared McCain, 4:40 to play in the third. Grimes going baseline, lays it up, and is fouled. We finally hit 200 likes, man. Drop the yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake him up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake him up. Grimes going to knock down the second one. 2 for 2. Nick Rose, $2 Super Chat. Thank you so much. Says, tell Bob from Walmart hi from Nick Rose. Shout out Bob from Walmart. What's up, Bob? Shout out to you, man. Step back 3, Martin missed it off the rim. Sixers jumped together. Maxey and Grimes both fighting for the ball. And it stays with the Brooklyn Nets thanks to that. Martin dribbling into the lane. Here's a 3 from Demon. Oh my gosh. It's a 9-point game. Quentin Grimes drives the lane. He's plucked again. Here we go. Here we go. Zaire Williams layup, missed it. Sixers get it back. 3:40 to go in the third. Grimes waiting up the other end of the floor, slams it in. Jor Evans says, you're going to wake my girl up. Had to turn down the stream. My bad, man. My bad. Listen, if you guys don't have a pair of headphones around you when watching these streams, man, you're making a big mistake. Grimes accelerates to the rim, lays it up and in. A timeout, Brooklyn. Wake them up. Let me have some fun, man. Let me have some fun, man. The Nets had brought it within single digits. Busy Bee says, do we not communicate? That's what I'm saying, man. I feel like these guys just don't, like, every third quarter, they just forget that basketball is being played. They forget that basketball is even a thing in the third quarter. Literally, bro. Every time. Every time, man. Follow me on social media, man, at RB Philly Take. Follow our channel pages at Philly Take with RB. Follow my A to Z page as well. We're pumping out content everywhere. I'm an angry Philly fan today, but the content never stops. That's the difference about me, man. I'm here win or lose every game, no matter what. Win or lose, man. And I want to know who's here every game. I want to know who's in the chat. Who deserves the MVP tonight in the chat? Maybe I'll start just picking one MVP. This is the one time of the game where you guys are allowed to get hype in the chat and spam the chat. Drop as many comments as you can in the next 60 seconds. Let me appoint the MVP of the chat tonight. Let's see who sticks out the most in the comments after the next stoppage. Jaeger Demon switches on to Jabari Walker. Damon down low. Claxton missed it, tried to put it back himself, and now he's on the ground. Sixers have an advantage. 5-on-4. Barlow down the lane. Barlow!
He's on fire!
Dom Barlow. Demon drives down the other way and blows right by the last line of defense. 13-point game yet again. Maxey. Walker lays it up and in. We're back to 15. I see my boy Dom Boyle in the chat. Philly for life in the chat. Let's go. MVPs, man. Yeah. Get the chat on fire real quick. Powell up top. Demon guarded by Maxey. Here is Claxton. Dumps it to Clowney. Turns and shoots. It's short. Grimes the rebound. Here come the 76ers. Grimes stops, kicks it. McCain, crossover. Now the spin. McCain back up top. Can the Sixers actually win a group play game for once? Here's McCain. Going to find Grimes. Nowhere to go. 4 on the shot clock. Grimes the crossover. The drive. The spin. Blows right by. Lays it up and in. Woo! Busy Bee dropping the fires in the chat. Mr. Scum in the chat. Let's go. 3-ball Clowney, it's short. Nets get it again. The Nets literally, I'm convinced, do not practice offense. Like, what do? Clowney lost it. Sixers have it. Grimes up the floor, and he's plucked. Shout out to the MVPs of the chat. Y'all are amazing, man. And y'all just pump some life back into me, man. This is what I needed. YouTube is going to realize it as a hype point. Let's go. Shout out to the hype in the chat. Can we get the 300 likes, though, man? Can we get the 300, though? We got to get 300. We have a coach's challenge from Brooklyn. 1:27 to go here in the third. Yeah, see those MVP emojis in the chat. Shout out to the MVPs, man. Beer Battered Gummy Shark says, where are all the salty Nets fans? Those people do not exist anymore. Last time I saw Nets fans on this channel was the day that the Nets traded Ben Simmons to the Brooklyn Nets. And I told them all that it would be a very bad decision. And I've never seen him since. Actually, no, I did see him in that playoff series where they got swept by the Sixers. It's really close, man. I don't know who they're going to give it to. Nets are challenging that it should be their ball. They're still reviewing. Call overturned. Call overturned. So it is the Brooklyn Nets basketball. Jordy Fernandez wins the challenge. Chat is going off on B Pump. Yeah, where's B Pump at, man? Did he forget about the team or what? Did he forget that the team existed? 84-67. Sixers lead it by 17 points. 1:20 to go here in the third. Martin crossing over, dribbling, driving. Martin into the paint. He turns, he puts it up and in. 84-69. Here's Quentin Grimes driving downhill. Grimes goes up again. Wanted the foul, didn't get the whistle. Here come the Brooklyn Nets. Danny Wolf goes full head of steam into Jabari Walker. They call it a blocking foul. So Wolf will go to the line for two. This boy Danny Wolf looks like he's 55, man. I think it's a close quarter right now. I don't know who has more points. I think it's tied, actually. First one is good. Second one is good. 2 for 2 at the line. .13 game. Sixers lead it. McCain back to Kyle Lowry, who is now back in the ball game. Janai Bruman as well. Grimes going to drive the lane, goes up through contact, and he is fouled. So Grimes going to the line for two. I don't know what happened to Grimes from the beginning of the year, man. He just fell off.
Let's go.
I don't know what happened. Grimes going to miss the first free throw. $5 super chat, Philly for life. Thank you so much, man. He says, B-Pump spent all his money beeping about Hurts earlier on an Eagles stream. Dude ain't even a Philly fan. Just a troll to the 1,000,000th degree hater. Philly for life throwing some shots.
He's on fire.
Philly for life said he's not even a real Philly fan. Dang, man. He said he's a low-key Nets fan. Danny Wolf going to drive, kick it out. Here is Powell back to Wolf. Wolf going to howl at the rim, and he was fouled. It is crazy that Kyle Lowry is playing this game. Why is Kyle Lowry on the roster? Why is Kyle Lowry on the roster? Why is Eric Gordon not playing? Eric Gordon might request a trade after tonight. Eric Gordon might request a trade. "19 seconds to go. Maxey with the ball. Here's Maxey, 7, 6, 5. Maxey double teamed. He has nowhere to go, and they call a foul. Wow. Can't believe they actually gave him that foul. Maxey baited that one. Oh, man. Remember when Korkmaz requested a trade every year? He really did, man. Furkan Korkmaz. People don't understand what I've had to go through watching this team, calling these games. Furkan just throwing up anything at the rim. Like, people don't remember. They don't understand, man. $2 Super Chat. Philly for Life says, Wolf gonna howl at the rim had me dying. I thought nobody caught that one, man. I'm just having fun, bro. Watching this game is like watching a 2K simulation. Thought nobody was going to catch that one. Shout out Philly for Life, man, for catching that. Lowry and Gordon get paid as much each as an entire NBL team in Australia, which is wild. Which is wild if you think about it. Free throw's good for the Sixers. Tyrese Martin from half court. Got it! Banked it off the window! It wasn't really half court. It was maybe like 4 steps in front, but Tyrese Martin, the distant cousin of Caleb and Cody Martin, not their brother, but kind of sort of looks like him. Tyrese Martin for 3. I'm not celebrating, I promise. But that was thrilling. That was fun. It was exciting. So instead of being a 15-point game, it is now a 12-point game. So what do you know? The Sixers get outscored in the third quarter again. They average 24 points a game, and they put up 24 in the third quarter. So the Sixers will never win a third quarter again. But anyway, we are going to the fourth quarter. Sixers lead by 12. Where's my diehards in the chat? Yo, can we get the 300 likes, man? For real, for real. Get us to 300. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yeah, the Sixers give up one of these half-court heaves every third game, so. At least they kept it close. At least the Nets couldn't score anything. Nets scored 27 in that quarter. Sixers had 24. This is the Sixers Game Day live show where, despite however sports are going in Philly on a certain day, we give you the live show coverage, pregame, live game, postgame. We try to make this as engaging and fun as possible. We try to have a really good show. We have a really good stream, a great community, man. Great community in the house. So, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in here. Thank you guys for being a part of it. Best game day live show in the world. And we will be here after the game for a brief post-game show. We'll talk about this game. Hopefully the Sixers win it. They lead by 12. Can they hold on and get it done? Kyle was brought back for coaching the players' coach. Well, he shouldn't be on the roster then. He should be a coach. A coach. Because you have Kyle Lowry on the team. You have Eric Gordon on the team. You have a 15th roster spot that is not occupied. It's just bad management, man. All right, here we go. 12-point game as we enter the fourth. It is Tyrese Martin, Day'Ron Sharpe, Jalen Wilson, Drake Powell, and Danny Wolf for the Nets. As Tyrese Martin scores on Kyle Lowry for the Sixers, it is Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Jared McCain, Dominic Barlow, and Adem Bona. Looks like Claxton's not going to probably hit my rebound total. I don't think Maxey's going to hit my points either, so just another L for me. I wonder who wakes up and goes, yeah, I'm going to go to a Nets game the day after Thanksgiving. Honestly, I don't know who wakes up any day and says, I'm going to go to a Nets game. Who wakes up and says, I want to go to the Nets game other than opposing teams' fans? First one good for Don Barlow. Yo, Barlow really does look like Thibault, though, in a Ben Simmons jersey. Like, it's just it gives me weird vibes. Like, why couldn't you pick another number, man? Second one is good. Shout out to Dom Barlow. Maxey leads the game with 19 points. Danny Wolf going to dribble, drive, spin, lay it up, missed it. Barlow the box out. Sixers have it. Let's go, Kyle Lowry. Let's go. Look, he's going to dump it off and run away. Kyle Lowry literally dumps the ball off and runs away. Maxey to Lowry. Lowry to Barlow. Barlow the drive. Defensive 3-second violation. Yo, I'm so convinced that the Nets do not even practice, man. Maxey going to knock down the free throw. See, this is the same thing the Eagles are going through, man. And not to bring up the Eagles again, I'm comparing here. But like the Eagles lose their offensive coordinator. He goes to a terrible franchise that is not going to win anything. I would rather stay with a good franchise as an assistant until I get the job that I want. Now, maybe that's not popular opinion, right? Because you want to be a head coach. But like, you really think Jordy Fernandez, who I believe came from the Denver Nuggets, you think he's having fun here, coaching these games, getting blasted every game? Sure, he may be making a little more money, but he's going to be the scapegoat in like a year or two when they don't win anything again. And then they're going to be like, all right, let's fire the coach. Here's Adem Bona, going to turn, spin, dump it down right through the fingertips of Dominic Barlow. It's turned over. Is Paul George done for the night? That's a great question. He's at 21 minutes. He might be done. He might be done, especially if he's still dealing with any lingering ankle sprain. Danny Wolf going to dump it to Martin now. I'm sorry, Wilson, now Martin. Tyrese Martin drives, lays it up, missed it again. Here comes Jared McCain, 5-on-4, Maxey to the corner. Kyle Lowry out to Dominic Barlow. Jared McCain. Screen is frozen. McCain back to Barlow. Barlow for three. Missed it. Craziest part is that the Sixers are probably going to try to play their guys 20 minutes a game for like at least half the season. And that's another reason I can't determine what this team is as Drake Powell floats one in. How are we supposed to know what this team is if our max stars can't play more than 20 minutes? These guys are making like $2 to $3 million bi-weekly, and they can't even like play more than 20 minutes? McCain going to dribble, drive, lay it up, and he missed it. Here come the Nets again, down by 11. It's not over yet. Martin down the lane, puts it up, and it rolled off the railing, just missed it. Maxey up the floor. Maxey crosses, drives, lays it in. Dude, this is an insane basketball. I feel like I'm in a simulation right now. Maxey almost has a triple-double, by the way. Here's Jalen Wilson for three. Missed it. Wide open. Sixers get it back. 9 minutes to play. Here's Jared McCain. McCain guarded by Martin. Sixers shooting 29% from three. Nets are shooting 27%. And now Adem goes down. Can't have him go down because then you'll have no center. No way Lowry or Gordon are better to sign than every single NBL player. No frickin' way, says Beer Battered Gummy Shark Tika. Lowry and Gordon shouldn't even be on this roster. I don't get why they are. I said it when they got signed. Made no sense. Guys, we're trying to keep all the energy for you, man. Shout out to the chat. Like the show, subscribe to the channel, get us to 50K. Here's the inbound. I don't know what just happened, but they stopped play. Now Janai Broom's back in. Yeah, I guess Paul George is done for the night. Welcome to Philadelphia, where we have to deal with injuries and minute restrictions every game. Barlow looking for Grimes. Grimes ain't even looking at the ball. Let's go. McCain has it. 4 on the shot clock. McCain, nowhere to go. He's going to step back, chuck up a 3. Missed it by a lot. Dude, the Sixers are playing so bad right now. But the Nets are just so miserable. Danny Wolf, no look pass, and the guy's running out of bounds. He threw it to a guy that was running baseline. He was out of bounds. Bro. Yo. McCain, no dip 3, missed it. How are they still in this game, man? Nets with a wide open layup and he was fouled. Yo, this is crazy, man. I'm sorry, man. Y'all might be looking at me like, yo, you're being unprofessional or whatever. Like, this game is just funny, man. This game is just funny, man. Like, what is this, bro? I feel like I'm watching one of them. You remember like when you used to load up 2K and it used to like go into a game at the beginning, like before you pressed any buttons, if you let it sit there too long? That's what I feel like I'm watching right now. Grimes dribbles into the corner. Now Barlow. Barlow drives in, hooks it up and in. Dominic Barlow. That is the name, ladies and gentlemen. 13-point game. Jaeger Demon against Jared McCain. He drives, he spins, he floats it, and another foul. Dom says, what are we doing? We look like we're not trying. Wouldn't be the first Philadelphia team today. Oh, man. I'm not even joking, man. First off, I don't think any Nets fans are even in existence. But even if so, like, this is going to be the franchise that gets relocated. And it's probably going to be to Seattle or Vegas. Mr. Scum says, you can't finish a game to bottom-feeding teams. Are we serious? Apparently we are. Estelle says, Magic 95-85, 8 minutes left in the fourth. The Pistons lost, right? I think they lost to Boston on a missed free throw. Pistons were on a heater, man. There's Dominic Barlow at the top. He's going to dribble down the lane, turns, spins, kicks it back. Now Grimes. Grimes going all the way and lays it in. 13-point lead again. Danny Wolf, Nick Claxton under the rim. Poked it away. Nets get it back again. Demon to the corner. Terrence Mann, the dribble, the drive, the layup. It's good again. If you are still watching this game, give yourself a pat on the back. Everybody give yourself a pat on the back, man. This is absolute psycho hoops. This is like last year all over again. McCain, the steal and the layup. 98-85. Danny Wolf wings it out to the wing. Now Terrence Mann. Now Nicholas Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Claxton going to dribble in and lost it. Here come the Sixers. Quentin Grimes down the lane. Lays it in again. 15-point game and a timeout, Brooklyn. Timeout, Brooklyn. Yeah, sir. Jor Evans says, RB in the beginning of the year said to watch out for the Pistons. I laughed because they have Tobias, but they are a complete unit. And they're building a culture, man. I told you guys, Pistons last year in that playoff series showed me a lot of toughness. Pistons have a lot of depth, and they just play hard. Shout out to JB Bickerstaff. Appreciate everybody being in this chat, man. Y'all are the best. We do it every single game. Yes, we will be back on Sunday as well. Sixers take on the Hawks. We do it every game all year long. You guys are the best in the world, man. The fact that we still have a couple hundred people in here watching this game is amazing. Amazing. So thank you for being a part of this, and like the show and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Don Boyle in the chat. Shout out to Busy B. I appreciate y'all a lot. Scumbag's been in here all night. Estelle. Jor Evans, the GOAT, has been in here all night as well. Shout out to Jor with the Fire Take GOAT. I love seeing the GOAT emojis in the chat, man. I love seeing the GOAT emojis. Shows me who's really been rocking with us for a minute. This game is really wild, man. Just know that this has been a wild, wild day, man. I had to watch the Philadelphia Eagles look like they got bamboozled. I had to make a quick post-game video about that, or a quick short, and let all my anger out. Then I came onto this stream, and look, I'm not complaining by any means. I love doing this. This is my dream, and this is amazing. But I feel like I'm watching a 2K simulation. Like the Brooklyn Nets. Like, where would you guys rank the Brooklyn Nets on, like, worst teams ever? Like, I think they have to be up there, man. I think they have to be up there. I'm just being honest. Karen in the chat. What's up, Karen? Appreciate you being here. Cool J says my score prediction could hold. I think, what did I say this game would be? 116-95. Yo, I might predict the score, man. I might. Flyers one says, Dom, I'm going to be honest, man. I haven't watched a Flyers game in a very long time. I'm a fan of the Flyers, but right now I'd say I'm a little more on the casual side. Mostly because they play, you know, a heavy schedule at the same time of the year as the Sixers. As the Sixers steal it away. Jared McCain up the floor. Grimes through the lane. He lost it. Grimes, you better start playing, even though you're not playing that well. I mean, you're playing better, but you better start playing this way against better teams. Jared McCain, quick three off the steal, missed it again. These teams make no sense. Beer batter gummy shark, I know what you're doing there. Yo, if I started calling games like that, man, as Jaeger Demon hits a three, it's now a 12-point game. Guys, we have a game. We have a game. Nets need to start the 5 first-rounders they drafted. They can't even start any of them. They all stink. You could have put me in that draft room. I would have made a couple good picks. I'm not saying I would have made 5. Barlow to Grimes, wide open 3. Missed it again. Put this team away. They got to start playing my stream on the sideline or on the bench. Damon down low, puts it up. It's a 10-point game. Yo, What is this game, man? 10-point game. Here's Jared McCain. Palms getting sweaty. McCain drives, lays it up and in.
He's on fire.
Jared McCain. He's up to 14 points on the night. 3-ball from Demon. He hits it. It's a 9-point game. What in the world? Maxey, quick pull-up 3. He missed it. Are y'all really going to do this? The Nets just dropped the ball out of bounds. Dude, what? Grimes dribbling with the left hand, nowhere to go. Yo, you got to shoot the ball, Grimes. 2 on the shot clock. Missed it again. What the hell was that? Sixers get it back anyway. Maxey for 3. Missed it again. Bro, we can't make a shot. We might lose the game. We might lose the game. We can't make a shot. 3-ball from the Nets. Missed it by everything. 9-point game. 3:45 to go. Sixers 0 for 8 from 3 in the quarter. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes nowhere to go. Barlow backing him down. McCain in the corner. Got it!
He's on fire!
Jared! Oh, man. Let's go, man. 12-point game. Nets swinging it around. Terrence Mann for 3. Couldn't get the bounce. The putback no good. The third putback is good. 10-point game. 3 minutes to play, and the Sixers call a timeout. 10-point game. Beer batter gummy shark. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. The Hornets announcer. That's funny. That's funny, man. Oh, man. Grimes is literally going nowhere, Dom. He's literally dribbling the ball around the floor, and he's like playing, I don't even know. He's like playing 21 right now. He's not even looking at anything. Grimes is literally like doing nothing. He's 8 for 19 from the field. This might be the most inefficient win I've ever seen in my life. If they win. If they win! It's a 10-point game. They're letting the Brooklyn Nets stay in the game. Can I just have a little bit of peace and happiness, bro? This game should have been over in the first quarter. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Listen, man, stay with me all season, man. Don't go anywhere, bro. You got to tune in for the madness. If we made it through last season with the 200 people in here every game, we can make it through again. We can make it through again, man. We're not going to go anywhere. We're going to be right here. We're going to figure it out, bro. Don't worry. We'll be here, man. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Tom says this game is a comedy show. Busy says we don't deserve to win. I'm going to need the Sixers to win this game, though, because if they don't win this game, I might have to go on strike. Just being honest. Just being honest. Scum says, I am the coach. We have to, bro. Can we have to score? Exactly. Can we? Beer battered gummy shark says maybe the Sixers need to smash a few beers at halftime. Can't be worse. That's a fact. What are they doing at halftime? What are they doing? What are they doing at halftime? Dom, you're all good, man. Listen, I'm laughing too. It's like a maniac laugh, bro. This is ridiculous. We're just like lost in the sanity of these sports teams, man. As they say, get the win. Win the night. That's our saying. So let's see if they can be serious here and win something. Dominic Barlow, Jared McCain for 3. Got it! McCain!
He's on fire!
Jared! 13-point game. Now get a stop. Jaeger Demon, nowhere to go. Gonna find Williams. Clowney for 3. They answer back. It's a 10-point ball game. 2:30 to play. Grimes with the rock. Looking for the hot hand. He's going to try to find Maxey, and he threw it away. He threw it into the nets. He gets it back. Grimes, nowhere to go. Grimes. The Barlow. Barlow, the drive, the layup. He got it.
He's on fire.
Dominic Barlow with the bucket. I don't know how Grimes escaped that, but he did. Shout out to Dom Barlow, man. Shout out to Dom Barlow, man. 3 ball from the Nets, and they hit another one. It's a 9-point game, man. 9-point game. Grimes to Maxey. Grimes crossover drive down the lane. Bona backdoor slams it down.
He's on fire.
Woo! Brooklyn Nets. Demon, nowhere to go. Pump fakes, drives. This guy's turning into a superstar in front of our eyes, man. This might be his best game ever. What is Jaeger Demon's season high? He's got 21 now and counting. Grimes at the top, coming around a screen. Grimes, Clowney, crossover. Grimes, corner. Bona for 3. Bona for 3.
He's on fire.
Adem Bona worked on that corner 3 all off season. We hadn't seen it yet, but he cashes in the corner 3, and the Sixers take a 12-point lead. Adem Bona for 3. Let's go. 3 ball from Brooklyn. No good. They get their offensive rebound. Demon at the top. Another 3. Bounces in and out. Bona the rebound. The Sixers are actually going to do it, aren't they? Woo-hoo. The Sixers are going to win a ball game. Quentin Grimes, guarded by Zaire Williams. About here in the 4th quarter in Brooklyn. Grimes to miss. Bona the putback. No good. 28 seconds to play. Them in the pump fake. Now the 3 ball. Missed again. Sixers are going to win. Sixers win. Woo! It took all 48 minutes. It took a fight. A dog fight here in Brooklyn. But the Sixers battle through the adversity. And they're going to win it. 115 to 103. Adem Bona with the game winner. The Sixers advance to 10-8. Ladies and gentlemen, play the song. 76ers get the win. They battle 4 quarters with the Brooklyn Nets, and they win the ball game. It took everybody. It took a bunch of adversity. Andre Drummond goes down, but they fight through. We will break it down on the post-game show on what has been a long day here for your boy RB. But hey, a win is a win, as they say. The Nets are now 0-9 at home, which is crazy. Crazy. Sixers are 10-8 through 18 games. How do we feel? How do we feel, man? Sixers sit at 10-8. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in here. $5 super chat from my boy Anthony Perry says, needed this win. Yes, sir. Definitely needed a win, especially after last game. Now, I'm going to be honest. It wasn't an inspiring win. It wasn't like, oh, my gosh, they got it done. But they hit the couple big shots when they needed to. Shout out to Jared McCain, Adem Bona. Sometimes you just got to outlast the G Leaguers. So they did it. Shout out to them. Dom Boyle gifted another Philly Take membership. Drop the MVPs for Dom. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here in the chat tonight. Sixers Game Day live show presented by our great friends at National University. As always, we're powered by the Sleeper app. The best part about this show,
Let's go.
is that you don't have to go anywhere. That's the beauty of what we do. Pre-game show, live game show, and guess what? We have the post-game show coming up right here in about 7 minutes. Don't change the channel. We're going to break down this game. We're going to talk about what happened, give a little recap, and talk about what is next as we look ahead for the 76ers. Anthony Perry, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. It says our next Eagles coach needs to call his own plays and fire KP. Anthony, I'm going to be talking about that a lot tomorrow on my Eagles channel. Follow the Eagles channel. Subscribe at A to Z Philly. Mods, drop the link in the chat. Shout out to the Sixers for at least kind of sort of relieving us of the Eagles' pain. Post-game show coming up. If you stay in here for the post-game show, you are an absolute diehard. Shout out to you. For the rest of you that are going to dip out, I will see you on Sunday evening as the Sixers take on the Atlanta Hawks. But it's about that time. We have some things to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere. We will give a recap of this game, and I have a couple bold takes for you. Post-game show coming up. Hold on, let me load up the phones in case anybody wants to chime in on this magnificent win against the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe the best win of the season. No, I'm just joking. If you're just tuning in, don't take that to heart. I'm just kidding. But anyway, let me go ahead and put the link in the chat. Would love to hear from some of you, man. Would love to hear from you on the phone lines. Members always holding it down. Mods always holding it down. Dom, I think you dropped our YouTube link in there, man. Drop our A to Z link, man, in case people want to check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Post-game live coming up. right, welcome on in to the Sixers post-game live show right here on Philly Take with RB. Just a stunning, thrilling, gutsy, magnificent win by the 76ers as they take down the Brooklyn Nets. Can somebody say the group play curse is over? The 76ers finally win an NBA Cup game, and they finish 1-3 on the season. Listen, man, in all seriousness, welcome into Philly Take with RB. Sixers Game Day Live Show, and it is the Sixers post-game live show presented by Sleeper. If you are out there listening on a podcast platform, and for some reason you woke up early on a Saturday morning, maybe you're going for a workout, I don't know, and you're like, let me hear about what happened with the Sixers-Nets game last night after a debacle by the Philadelphia Eagles because I'm a psycho and I'm going to tune into RB's show. Let me rate, share, and subscribe his pod. Make sure you do that. Make sure you follow us on audio platforms. And make sure you tap in live with us every game after the game on YouTube as we break it down. Make sure to follow us on all social platforms as well. The Sixers post-game live show usually has a lot to talk about, but ladies and gentlemen, as Nick Nurse said last game after the Sixers got blown out by the Magic, there are just 2 or 3 games during the year that happen that way. Now, obviously, he was talking about a blowout where your team's not competitive and nothing happens and it's just not enticing or anything. I'm talking about the other side of it. There are a couple games out of the season where you play one of the worst teams in the league, and I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, okay? Let me know if I'm overreacting. Let me know if I am overreacting, but the Brooklyn Nets have been a terrible organization for a very long time. They had 5 first-round draft picks and kept all 5, and the 5 of them can barely crack the floor. It's crazy. They don't even play. That might be the worst managed team ever. The Brooklyn Knights, not the Knights. The Brooklyn Nets might end up as one of the worst teams of all time. I'm just being honest. This is one of those games where it feels like you're playing a JV team and you're just battling and you're battling. And it's like you're playing against G Leaguers, honestly. And no offense, I'm just saying the competition was so low in this game. And yet the 76ers took until the last couple minutes of the game to really put it away. Shout out to Adem Bona with the dagger 3. Bona actually played really well in his first game back, 13 points and 6 boards. And he also had extended run because unfortunately Andre Drummond, who's been playing some of the best ball of his career, hit a nice corner 3 in the first quarter, went down in this game. And right now we have no update. But unfortunately, it did not look good for Andre Drummond. So even on a night where it almost felt like you were going to get this win no matter what, the Sixers still take a rough hit with Andre Drummond coming down awkwardly on his right leg and then being wheelchaired off into the locker room. It's just a tough sight, and you have to feel really bad because it felt like we got a rejuvenated Andre Drummond, and it felt like this guy was finally back, and after all the offseason talk, he was playing his butt off. And it just adds to the Sixers injury list. I'm telling you, no matter what this team does, or however they proceed, or whatever they try to do in terms of moves or changes with the team, they always end up back with this recurring injury curse. The Sixers always end back up with this injury curse a month or 2 into the season where almost the entire team gets depleted, and I just don't have any answers for it. It's frustrating. It's annoying. We want to see the players out on the floor, but they just cannot catch a break. So Andre Drummond goes down after a really good start to the game, 7-4 in 11 minutes. Who else? I mean, like I said, Adem Bona played well in his extended run. I thought Jared McCain once again looked good. 20 points on 16 attempts, 4 triples, 4 rebounds. And in that fourth quarter, when the Sixers were up by 10, 12 points, then the lead kept getting trimmed, down to 8, down to 7, down to 6. And the Nets actually brought it back to single digits somehow in the fourth quarter, which I just cannot even fathom based on how bad the Nets are. But Jared McCain hit big shot after big shot. I say all of it with, you got to take this with a grain of salt, because when I watched the Brooklyn Nets tonight, they are one of the worst teams I've ever seen. They do none of the fundamentals. They have no offense. They get blown by on defense. They don't try to rebound. And they just don't do anything that a normal basketball team does. They are now 0-9 at home, the Brooklyn Nets are. They are 3-15, and they look like one of the worst teams I've ever seen. And they have 5 first-round picks, and only one of them started tonight, and that's because Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. were also out in this game. And if we go back to the Sixers, because I didn't even mention their injury report, you're playing without Joel Embiid. You're playing again without VJ Edgecombe. You're playing without Kelly Oubre, without Trendon Watford. Drummond goes down. So there's just so many injuries in this game. It's one of those games where you just have to come away with the win. But I am surprised that it took the Sixers as long as it did to come out and get this W. Paul George dropped, I think, 7 or 8 in the first quarter, finished with 14. Looked good for a good chunk of the game. Then he disappeared in the second half. I don't think he scored a point in the second half. Paul George also was on his minute restriction, so he only played 21 minutes tonight. I understand that against a measly Nets team. Come out here, beat them up, do what you have to do. And I thought Dominic Barlow played really well too. 10 points and 10 boards, a double-double for Dominic Barlow. I think he's just a really nice niche role player. Gets his hands dirty, gritty, gets on the glass. Like, he gets out in front of it, I like Dominic Barlow. And then the twist of the season came when Kyle Lowry comes running into the ball game in the beginning of the second quarter. Kyle Lowry played 11 minutes tonight. Nick Nurse didn't even go to Eric Gordon. He went to Kyle Lowry before he went to Eric Gordon. And the only reasonable explanation that I can come up with in my head is that this is the one and only game where Nick Nurse wants to get Kyle Lowry some run in the event that all the other Sixers guards get injured and they need somebody. Because as we talked about tonight during the live stream, Kyle Lowry's not playing really at all. I think this is his second game of the year. Couldn't even play last game when the Sixers were getting blasted by 40 plus. Eric Gordon doesn't play. Hunter Salas doesn't play. They have an open 15th roster spot. So they just have a bunch of dead weight at the bottom of the roster. And then on top of that, they have guys going down left and right, dropping like flies. So this team is going to continue to need to go out and maybe make some additions. It's still early. And the biggest conundrum is the Joel Embiid, Paul George getting on the floor consistently and playing more than 20 to 25 minutes a game. That's a simple fact of the matter. Tyrese Maxey almost had a triple-double in this game, 22, 9, and 7. But he picked his spots, And we're not seeing Maxey look sharp for a full 4 quarters. But in my opinion, that is because he is still winded a bit. And they're asking him to do a lot. Now, tonight, there were a lot of opportunities for him off ball. Like I saw Maxey spacing out to the corner. Grimes took over a lot more in this game. I feel like Grimes did not play good. I just feel like he kind of turned up the heat when he had to, Like Grimes went 8 for 20. He went 0 for 6 from 3. He had 9 assists, though, but he had 5 turnovers. And, in that fourth quarter, whether it was Quentin Grimes or Jared McCain, like they were just out there bullying some of these guys on the Nets. Like guys that you probably have never heard of, whether it's Jalen Wilson or Tyrese Martin or even Drake Powell, who I really liked in the draft. But the Nets are throwing guys out here that honestly just maybe should not even be in the NBA. And they have Nicholas Claxton, who, if you remember years ago, used to get very chippy with the 76ers, and now he's out here playing 38 minutes a game, dropping 12 points on 4 for 10 from the field. Like Nicholas Claxton is like an afterthought at this point. Noah Clowney, 4 for 14. Zaire Williams, 4 for 10. Yeager Demon started to really get going in the fourth quarter. I don't know how many he had, probably like 12. But Demon started to really get going late in this game. And it was like the one push that the Nets needed to stay in this game. Because the Sixers got it to a point where I believe they went up 18 or 20 points. And you're thinking, all right, this game's over. Now, the Sixers do have the same issue every game where they come out in the third quarter and they do not play basketball. Tonight, they dropped 24 in the third quarter. They got outscored by the Nets, and that is their season average in the third quarter, 24 points. They just don't play in the third quarter. So they always make it harder for themselves. But, you know, they went out of halftime up 15, and by the time they got to the fourth quarter, they were still up 12. So it's not like they got embarrassed in the third quarter, but the Brooklyn Nets are, like I said, they just, I don't understand it. I think the Brooklyn Nets will be the first team to be relocated. I don't understand why Jordy Fernandez ever left his assistant coaching job to come coach this organization. And I think you could pick anybody that's listening into this show right now to draft 5 players in the first round of a draft out of 30 picks. And I think you could hit on probably 2 of them. I think you could hit on at least 2. So I just don't even understand what the Nets' philosophy is. But this was an interesting game in that both teams ended up shooting 30% from 3. Neither team shot well. Like I said, the Sixers they gave them a lot of opportunities to stay in this game. Both teams were turning the ball over in the second half. And the refs were blowing the whistle a lot. But where the Sixers really took advantage was on the break inside the paint. They outscored them 58-36 inside the paint. So that's really what it came down to, man. And the Sixers are shorthanded right now. They needed to just get a win back in the dub column. But it was not pretty. I will say that. It was very ugly. And I honestly don't even care that much about this singular game. I just care about the fact that Andre Drummond got hurt. And it sucks. It's annoying. He's been playing some of his best basketball. And here you have Andre Drummond going down. And look, I don't want to blame Kyle Lowry. I kind of sort of did it during the show. This was before Drummond was being wheeled off into the locker room. But Andre Drummond is coming down for a rebound. And you have Kyle Lowry, who pretty much doesn't do anything on the floor. Like, I'm going to be honest with you all. Kyle Lowry just runs straight cardio. He brings the ball down the floor, he dumps it off, and then he runs away from the basketball. That's what Kyle Lowry does every single time he has it. And he's just sitting in the dunker spot as Andre Drummond is trying to go up for a rebound. And he wasn't directly under his foot, but he was near it. I don't know if that altered Drummond at all, thinking like, hey, I got to like move my leg a little bit so I don't land on him. But Drummond evidently came down by himself and his right knee kind of twisted a little bit. And he went down and I thought he was going to get up. But then I see Jared McCain calling for the trainers and they go to commercial and they come back and then they show Drummond in a wheelchair, which makes me think that it is not good. Like, I just do not think it's good. And then you think about where the Sixers are at. They're going to have to go out and I guess get a backup center now. Like, if Joel Embiid's not going to play basketball, you have a Dem Bona. Who else? Don Barlow's going to have to be your backup 5. Bona's going to be your starter. That is a recipe for disaster. And the Sixers still haven't even gone out west yet. Like, they have a lot of tough games coming up. And I just think that based on who is available night to night and based on where the team is at as a whole, it does not feel good for the 76ers right now. I mean, they're 10-8, and they're in an interesting spot of the season because, like I said, I like to wait usually like 20 games in. They're almost a fourth of the way through the season, and we just don't really know what they can be. It's just a lot of wondering, a lot of uncertainty. Because, I mean, you have Paul George, who, again, looked really good tonight, but, like, are they going to keep the leash on Paul George? Are they going to keep the leash on and have him play 20 minutes a game for half the season or more? Like, what is the game plan? What is the game plan? So that's what I want to know. Other than that, man, I really don't have a lot to say about this game. The 76ers came out and it felt like for, I'd say, yeah, pretty much, I guess, all of the game, they had the grip on the game. They should have put it away in the third quarter. I mean, we're sitting on the live stream laughing maniacally because it's like, how can you not just like put the final touch on the gas with this game? It took them until like 4 minutes to go for Jared McCain to hit a couple big threes, for the Nets to have a couple big turnovers and costly mistakes, and then a Dem Bona of all people who hasn't hit a three all year, worked on it in the offseason, but hasn't hit anything, and comes out and hits the dagger wide open from the corner. Overall, when I look at this team, my hot take about this team is that we are going to go probably half of the season before even getting a chance to see who this team is. They just have too many injuries, man. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what the fix is, but I would like Nick Nurse or Daryl Morey or whoever to bring a couple other players onto this team. I said it on my video a couple days ago, but they need a couple more guys at the back end of the rotation. They need minute eaters. They need guards, like just a couple players that can come on the floor and be better than Kyle Lowry is, or Eric Gordon, or, you know, Hunter Salas, and be able to give you a couple quality minutes per game. We need guys that can give you a good 5 to 10 minutes a game and can hit a couple shots and not just run cardio. So that's really what I see. And I think the Sixers won this game because they played the Brooklyn Nets. And I think the Brooklyn Nets, again, are maybe the worst team I've ever seen. And I don't think the Nets are going to win more than 10 games. But I think if the Sixers were playing any other team tonight, they may have lost this game. And I'm just being honest. But nonetheless, they won the night. They got a W. And now we have to hope that Andre Drummond is okay. Thought Jabari Walker had a couple nice, solid minutes. I don't know why Nick Nurse goes away from Jabari Walker. Justin Edwards went 1 for 7. Thought the Sixers were definitely the more physical team, whether it was a Dem Bona, Drummond before he got hurt, or Dom Barlow. Like, it's really nice to see 16 boards combined between Barlow and Bona. I'd still like to see the ball in Paul George's hands more. I feel like after that first quarter, they really just went away from him. But I liked Quentin Grimes having the ball more in his hands. I do think, though, that he got a little bit too aggressive. I feel like Quentin Grimes was forcing a little bit, and that's why he had 5 turnovers. But at the end of the day, man, the 76ers are now 10-8. They win this game. They had to have this win for sure. And that's really all I can take away from this game. Like I said, it's hard because the Nets just are not really a quality basketball team. I just think the Nets are not that good of a team. So, with that being said, man, I don't even think it makes sense to take callers tonight. Like, there's not much going on with this team. I do appreciate everybody being in here. I know it's been a long day in Philly sports, but let's talk about our player of the game. Who do you think deserves the player of the game? We could go Maxey. We could go with maybe Quentin Grimes, even though he turned the ball over a lot. Shoot, we could even go with Andre Drummond based on the impact he had early before he got hurt. But I think the best player tonight, in my opinion, was Jared McCain. If there's one positive to take out of this game more than anything else, it is that Jared McCain is starting to get his legs under him again. I believe he had 15 points last game. He had 20 tonight. And Nurse is trusting and believing in him more. And Nick Nurse is giving him a lot more burn. Maybe part of that is because the Sixers are so decimated. But Jared McCain played 29 minutes off the bench tonight. And he did go cold for a bunch of the second half. But when it mattered most, and the Sixers needed a big shot, it was Jared McCain back-to-back times in the corner, knocking down a three. And when I watch Jared McCain, he's just very physical on the offensive end. It's crazy because I feel like he hasn't been that good on the defensive end. But offensively, yeah, man, he puts his shoulder down, dribble drive, gets right to where he wants to get on the floor. I like his game, and we were concerned about him early on, but Jared McCain is starting to look like himself again. So I'm going to say Jared McCain, player of the game, 20 points tonight, 7 for 16, and 4 triples. And how about 5 steals? I know I just said he hasn't been that good defensively, but Jared McCain did his thing tonight. 5 steals for McCain. And he is much better of an option than Kyle Lowry is, so please do not play Kyle Lowry against any other teams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap this up, we have to go take a look at Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Sleeper. Like I said, if you think you can pick better than I can, go ahead and make your picks over on Sleeper. Every single game, go ahead and check them out. Right now, you can get a $20 free entry. No deposit required over on Sleeper. And use the code PhillyTake at a 100% deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit. Shout out to Big Sleeper. Now, I thought we were off to a good start tonight. We were actually cooking. We picked Paul George in the first quarter over 4.5 points. I think he had 7. He was on fire. That was a money pick. But then we took Tyrese Maxey on the over, and we've been missing on Maxey lately. I was thinking about McCain, but I didn't do it. Maybe next game I have to go with Jared McCain. But anyway, we had Maxey over 30.5. He ended at 22. And we had Nicholas Claxton over 8.5 boards. He ended at 6. So Nicholas Claxton doing what he does best, and that is disappearing when you need him. Anyway, if you think you can beat 1 out of 3, go check out Sleeper. Once again, download their app and sign up using the code PhillyTake. No deposit required on the free $20 entry right now. And shout out to Big Sleeper for always showing us some love and partnering with us all season long. Check out the Sleeper app. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Operational in over 25 states. So we sit here at 18 games in. Sixers will take on the Atlanta Hawks on Sunday night. Then they will take on the Washington Wizards. So honestly, I feel like the Sixers should be able to win the next couple games. But then they play Golden State. They play Milwaukee again. They play the Lakers, the New York Knicks, Dallas, Brooklyn, Chicago, OKC. My point is that it is about to get real in December and January. It is about to get real. So the Sixers are going to have to get healthy as much as they can. They're going to have to wake up and get something going here because the team's going to need them. They are. Philly Memes in the chat says, just saw Andre Drummond leaving the arena, was walking with a bit of a limp under his own power, had some sort of sleeve on his leg. Well, hopefully that is a good sign. Before we get out of here, let's see if we get any update on Andre Drummond. let's see if we have any kind of update on the Drum God. Let's see. Let's see. Anything on Andre Drummond? Yeah, no update so far. Oh, wait, there we go. There's the update that somebody left in the chat. Walking with a bit of a limp under his own power, had some sort of sleeve on his leg. So that is a good sign that he is walking on the leg. Hopefully, best case scenario, he misses a couple weeks and he's fine. But for now, we'll just have to wait for an official report. I'm sure they will do, more testing tomorrow, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Shout out to all the members in the chat. Busy B, Don Boyle, Karen, Cool J, Beer Batter, Gummy Shark. Shout out everybody in here, man. Thank you guys for being here. That's all I got on this game, man. Nothing really much else to say. Sixers get a win over the Brooklyn Nets. Another game on the 82. They advance to 10-8. This is the Sixers postgame live show presented by Sleeper. Sixers get a win. They really needed it on the road. Got to finish out the week strong on Sunday nights. See how this one plays out, man. But always good to get a win. I'm RB, Philly Take with RB. Shout out to the community. Enjoy the rest of your night and your weekend. Catch you on the next one, man. Peace.